Finn, I need to know. Am I a good doggy?
What? I like how Niall's just normal.
He low-key is kind of normal.
Are we live? Can they hear us right now?
Hey, Startcast viewers, check this out. Popcorn?
Butter.
Nachos?
Cheese.
Root beer with red licorice straw?
Right here.
Hello! Hey, Startcast viewers, welcome to the new episode. This is the Ready to Startcast, the #1 YouTube animation podcast on Twitter. It's super fun. I'm your host, RWBY. Who else is here?
Hey. Well, no, I'm not X. Who else is here?
Oh, okay. So, you ever just like bite into like a carrot stick, and then it's just like, with how hard it is to crunch,
There's
you
just
kind of
no
just
way.
like, it's like you got hit by like a flashbang, and you got that little beeping sound in your ear.
That's a great story, but who are you? For all the new viewers.
Hello, chap. I'm Rosadia. Rosadia.
So wait, that's Ryan. You're Rosaria. Who am I?
Who are you?
I'm Seep, the third regular host of Ready to Start the Podcast. And we're Startcast, guys. Of course we talk about all the latest animation news. But you know, it's not just the three of us. We always have a fourth person here. We have a rotating kind of roster of special guests that we like to bring on. And who is it this time?
Guests.
It's me. Hi, it's me, Niall. Chat, I have to come clean about something. We're starting here about 13 minutes late because of me. I'm the cause. It's all my fault. I had to stay a little bit longer at work. So, I apologize to the nation. I apologize to President Biden. I'm sure he's disappointed in me.
I'm very disappointed in you, Niall.
Whoa. President Biden, hi.
Hi.
Skibbity Biden.
But no. Hi, I'm Niall. I feel like I shouldn't have so much pretense. I've been here twice now, I think. You guys know who I am. I'm around. I do stuff.
You're reliable.
Yeah.
What do you do? I mean,
Actually,
you're kind of known for a lot.
I quite literally am not reliable because I showed up late.
Well,
so I've
up.
disappointed the fans. I've disappointed all of you. And
Niall,
that's the energy we're going into tonight with.
No, Niall. Like 30 hours ago, we didn't even have a guest. So, I mean, consider
yes. Chat, you should know that this was not exactly super planned, but
No,
I'm still very happy to be here and
yeah,
lots to talk about. So
yeah. Well, I mean, so what's special about you, Niall? For anyone who might not be familiar,
What's special about you?
What makes you worth being here? Yeah.
What makes you the special?
What makes me the special of the day? What makes me the catch of the day?
Why are you on this podcast, huh?
I'm on this podcast because I work as a 3D animator. Right now, I work at a studio called Frame Machine, who provides animation work for Fortnite. But in the past, I worked for Rooster Teeth on the show RWBY, as well as Genlock and a few other things, the Justice League crossover movies we did. And yeah.
Wow, you're quite a creative mind there. I mean, how did you get the idea to combine RWBY with the Justice League? That's really what I want to know.
It was not my idea.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, I hate
It's a little weird. Multiverses seems to be ripping you off by putting RWBY in the game with Superman. Like you guys like invented Superman first.
I don't know if that's happening or not, Ryan.
The data's there. There's data.
Maybe. Who knows?
Oh, that's his, like, I actually know, but if I say it, then I'll be, like, blacklisted.
I don't know anything about that.
Okay, alright, Niall, okay.
There's going to be a lot of that tonight, I think.
But Pickle Rick mentions her in the files of multiverses.
Oh, it's one of those American anime characters. Alright, everyone, well, definitely do not get excited for RWBY showing up in Multiverses. Q4 2024.
Why do you say this like Jeff Keighley at like the Game Awards?
Don't get excited for anything.
I'm asking.
We don't have anything to show.
Now we don't. There's been no leaks because there's nothing to show here. But we're just gonna have a really fun time. I really needed this right now.
I just wanted to see all of your faces. I had to find an excuse. I'm so lonely.
Oh.
I need some friends in my life.
Okay, wait, can we like start the? Okay, what are we doing? What's the news topics this
It's
week?
not too late to start over.
Okay, yeah, good idea. Good idea. Hey, Startcast viewers, check this out.
Wasn't there like a comment that we weren't supposed to talk about Norm during this podcast?
Yeah, but I ignored it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was there a
You say
comment
that,
said
like-
that?
Yes.
You say that, Niall, like it's like the Bible.
Right, we don't care about you people. Why can't? No, we're gonna talk. We're gonna the new norm is gonna be like it's gonna come up.
This is
Sorry.
our future.
Sorry, liberals. Sorry. That's the new norm, I guess.
Same as the old norm. Thank God for.
Okay.
Hey, everyone. Speaking of animation,
Okay. Yeah.
this could be anything now. I could pick anything I want.
You really could. Just the medium itself.
We can do whatever we want here.
We can talk about Fortnite right now.
There's no limits.
You're right.
Everything you see here is procedurally generated. This is all user-created creatures, and I'm interacting using these procedurally generated animations.
You see that? You see that volcano? You can go there. And a user procedurally generated it. Is it
User procedurally generated this user-created volcano. And we're processing this live, and this is an infinite world that you can explore.
I like this comment in chat. Oh, shh, it's about to start. Or is it?
That's a great, like, I don't know, like that would be one of our episodes, like, you know, in the cartoon show, like
Oh,
we're
it's-
facing fair.
Oh, true. Hey, well, are you guys ogre to? Are you guys ogre to? Are you guys ogre to the idea of more Shrek
What do you
movies?
think? I think we start over. I think
is
we
the
do
debate
this
all
all
over
again.
again.
No, hear me out. It's like, are you guys ogre to more Shrek movies? Like, are you guys open to more Shrek movies?
No,
I don't know if we can do that. I don't know if
That
that's
doesn't
allowed.
work.
That joke. I don't think.
Well,
I don't think we can do that.
Could you,
Shrek 2 did not smash box office records with a tagline like that. Sorry.
Or would you guys say you're ogre it?
Well, what are you talking about? More Shrek? There's more Shrek coming?
Yeah, DreamWorks officially announced Shrek 5!
Whoa!
Yo!
It's so exciting, my pop filter fell off.
That is exciting.
That's so exciting,
wow.
and so is
You know
Shrek
what?
5.
I never thought we'd see the day when DreamWorks announced Shrek 5 coming in July 2026.
But do you see the other news for other properties coming out?
We're not talking about your made-up Roblox movie.
But it's more than just Roblox. There's
Okay.
the Ryan Robot, Dogman, the Bad Guys 2, Gabby's Dollhouse, the movie,
Okay,
That was actually real.
I need to put this on screen.
Aliens,
I need to put this on
Two.
screen. Rosa
Duck
keeps
Baby,
keeps
Madagascar, and don't forget the Roblox movie. Yay! Happy Halloween, everyone!
Rosa keeps sending this image of like a made-up DreamWorks like movie listing, and is like begging us to talk about it. And all, like 3 of these are made up.
Yeah, but you know what's real? The Roblox movie. Happy Halloween, everyone!
What are you talking
What are
about?
you
Happy
doing?
Halloween.
Completely incomprehensible.
We haven't even talked about Shrek yet.
Shrek 5.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
Okay, to be fair, we know nothing about Shrek 5.
Well, there's a little. We
Um.
got a little bit of like leakage before this announcement.
Okay.
Remember?
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy was doing interviews for the new Beverly Hills Cop movie on Netflix.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And he kind of like. This was when we first, I think, heard anyone like actually know anything about like Shrek 5. I think, like he was talking about like that they were working on it, like right now. And he also said that they're planning a donkey spin-off movie.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
There is something to talk about.
That'll be donkey-tastic.
Yeah, that'll
What,
be
you think it would, like-
ridiculous.
Will
Oh,
you
what
be
if?
hanging out with the Catholic lion family?
From Father of the Pride.
Yeah.
You know this one, Niall.
Do I?
There was like a primetime like Fox CGI show about lions.
Oh yeah, Father of the Pride. Yeah, I'm familiar.
Yeah, and then Donkey showed up, voiced by
Yeah.
like Uncreddy Murphy. That's my joke.
But Shrek 4, 5.
I'm kind of well to be on like the Donkey spinoff for a second, just a bit longer.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm kind of surprised Eddie Murphy wants to do that because it feels like a lot to commit to going forward, doing both of those two things. And I mean, Eddie Murphy's
two
not
movies.
like
Eddie Murphy's never done that.
well, I mean, like it just seems like
I'm sorry.
there was a period there in like the 2010s where it was like you don't see Eddie Murphy around anymore, really. And then he's more recently been like, "Hey, it's me. I'm around again." But he's a lot
Hey,
more like
what's up?
subdued. Like when I see him and stuff, it's like it's not so much that like manic energy like Donkey is. So I'm kind of surprised that like as he's getting older and that he's like trying to sort of settle down a little bit, that
He's
willing
not
to
as
do more of it.
he's not nutty anymore. He's not getting nutty.
But I mean
Yeah.
that could be me talking out of my ass too. I haven't seen anything he's been in. I've just seen like
True.
you know bits and pieces of it around.
Yeah. Are you just mostly giving like your take on like if you were an actor?
I suppose.
You know?
I imagine Donkey is one of those that he holds close to him. I
Yeah,
have to imagine.
for sure.
I
So-
feel
That's
like
probably part of it.
I feel like it probably is that like he has like at least the comfort to like do voice Donkey.
The comfort and
Probably-
warmth of Donkey.
I guess so.
Yeah,
He's in a nice,
like, you
like,
know what I
air-
mean. You know, it's like not heavily inconvenient for him to like do Donkey. It's just like, oh yes, it's fine.
But
right.
you know, we're talking so much of the Donkey spinoff. What about Shrek 5? What are your hopes and dreams
do you
for
want us
Shrek
to
5?
say?
I
Well,
don't know.
well, imagine the possibility. What if his little ogre babies are all grown up now?
They should like do like an interview like 3 months before the movie comes out, saying that they refuse to age the Shrek baby.
And also give him another Shrek baby.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, they give him another one that grows up, but the other three don't.
Yeah.
oh, it's
Okay.
Fargus,
Shrek
Felicia, Fungus, oh, my little 3 Shrek babies. Oh, and
That
here
can't be your
comes,
Shrek voice.
and here comes the 4th baby, Shrek Jr.
They're gonna confirm that Farkle and Felicia and all of them are not actually his kids, and that Shrek Jr. is his only son.
the 3 Shrek kids are only his minions.
Yeah.
His minions.
I don't know. Honestly, it feels like there's some enthusiasm for this. I feel like after the Puss in Boots movie that just came out, there's been a lot more, I guess, invigoration for something like this. Like, I think that movie did a lot to like get people interested in kind of the Shrek world again.
I guess, but my thought is like when an animated movie reaches the number 4 in the title, it just starts to feel a bit sad.
Yeah, I don't think we need the
And
numbered
now-
title on this.
and
I
now
would
we're-
prefer
and now-
like Shrek and then a tagline.
And now we're at
like Puss in
5.
Boots does.
Like Toy
Yeah, I
Story and Shrek are at 5, and it feels a bit like, all right, guys, this is getting a little sad.
I wonder, do you think they'll keep the 5? Because they dropped.
I don't
the
think
4.
so. I think it's far away enough that they could avoid that.
Do you remember
and,
when
and
Shrek?
rename it.
Do you remember when Shrek Forever After was coming out and they had like an alternate title for it?
Was it Shrek the
remember that?
Final Chapter? Was that
Yeah.
it? Okay.
I
think
don't
it-
remember that, but that sounds like something they'd do.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that. That's like when they were calling the Adventure Time finale. They kept calling it the Ultimate Adventure.
Yeah.
That wasn't like the actual episode name.
Yeah, in
Uh,
hindsight, it is kind of weird for them to commit to like we're never doing Shrek again. This is the last one.
Well, I think at the time, I think people really forget this. Hold on, real quick. I want to say, I was trying to think of an example that came to mind that was something similar. Madagascar 2 was called The Great Escape for a bit. Back at Shrek.
Kung Fu
Shrek.
Panda: The Kaboom of Doom. Remember that?
Wow.
I see people online be like, I don't get the hate for Shrek 4. It's just as good as the first 2. I don't think that's true, but you're allowed to think that. But I think people think, I think people kind of forget Shrek fatigue was really bad for a bit. Everyone was over Shrek. It was like bad. Like everyone was like, okay, enough of this fucking ogre.
Shrek was like Minions tier, like how people like regard the Minions now. I feel like that was kind of the sentiment with Shrek, because it was so heavily merchandised. There were so many like Shrek food products, Shrek toys.
Yeah, there'd be like a new like Shrek McDonald's commercial every year.
Right. And then he had the babies, and you'd see his babies everywhere.
Shrek was like overwhelmingly everywhere, and like the third one in particular was like really bad, so like it was making things worse. That Tim and Eric special they did on Shrek 3, I feel like kind of like summarizes the feeling around Shrek at the time. Like it's just kind of like, all right, another one of these fucking things. Like
right, it's just a very like phony commercial kind of thing.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm not anti Shrek. You know, there's a lot of Shrek things I enjoy that, you know, even if it's not the first two movies,
like Shrek Thriller on the 3DS.
I'm thinking more like, you know, Scared Shrekless is kind of, you know, I enjoy that. The Shrek YouTube channel, and the Shrek election specials, 2016.
I need the left.
I forgot about that.
Who's putting these things? Oh, but they want everyone to have elf care. I'm not an elf. If you haven't
I'm tired of people saying that ogres can't rap.
You'd have to go to the Shrek. Everyone go to like, I don't know what it's called. It's probably called like Peacock Kids now, the channel that's hosted on. But they did these like during the 2016 presidential like election campaign. They did like this like Shrek political special where like different Shrek characters were running for office. And I don't know, it's just an interesting. I mean, that was like That was the pre. Do you think you could do that in a post-Trump world? You know, have you changed?
I just don't know.
I feel like.
And
it's
you
so,
say
like,
a post-Trump world. That's very brave.
I mean, what? Well, I mean, post like
story has just begun.
Post-Trump intro.
Yeah.
Trump Act 2.
Trump Act 2. We're in. Do you think it's Trump's world still? I mean, he's not president, but you know.
I don't think so. But
do you think
it's not like
do you think
he's
it's a thing where
gone.
like even if he dies, like he'll still be around?
It's kind of like COVID in that way.
Yeah.
It's not quite gone.
But I think DreamWorks very specifically like let Shrek sleep for all these years because that fatigue was so bad, and like I don't know, I guess it's interesting Shrek has had that fatigue, but like Minions really hasn't, I guess, when you think about it. Like 30-year-olds online will get mad about Minions, but like they're still raking in that dough. I feel like
do you think it's because the Minions are just like inherently more shallow, so there's nothing to really desecrate?
That might be the case.
Yeah, you can do whatever with those guys.
Yeah, I'm kind of like not even mad at the Minions anymore. Like I was watching like trailers for Despicable Me 4, and I was like, they're kind of funny, I guess. What am I gonna be upset for?
They just go abominable. How can you hate Mega Dave?
You got something with you.
There's something going on with you.
Oh.
But I don't even know what you could do with Shrek 5. I like plot wise.
I'd rather them just like start over. To be frank with you, I'd rather just like reinvent the entire Shrek idea. I don't need our current status quo with Shrek anymore. I think I had enough of that. But I do like the universe. So.
Yeah,
I guess Puss in Boots assumes all of the Shreks happened, so that's like, or I guess I don't know. I don't know if it does.
No, I think it does.
But
yeah, it at least assumes Shrek 2 happened. Maybe we can just start from Shrek 2 again. Like
we're gonna get
why not?
We're gonna get like an X-Men universe kind of thing where they're just constantly like going back on what they've done if it doesn't work.
This one will just be before the babies were born again.
Yeah.
Shrek 5 should be like Logan, you know.
Okay.
Shrek 5
we
should
follow
be like Logan.
We follow like a really old Shrek. Maybe it's like 100 years later or something.
100 years.
He's an ogre, and he's
right,
finally,
of course, and,
like,
and ogres naturally
dying.
have longer lifespans. This is all common knowledge.
Right. And then he finds like I don't know, a protege or something.
You would be the future of the swamp.
and then he dies, and then we can get like a whole new Shrek franchise with fresh new characters.
And then he'll come back in like Donkey and Shrek,
Okay.
where they pull in our alternate timeline Shrek.
No, that's good. When the Shrek timeline merges with Illumination, like when the Illumination DreamWorks merger happens, we can get
And then Disney buys them, of course.
Someone in chat said this about like Shrek meeting his parents, like the comics. That feels like the only like corner of his character left unexplored, right? Is like his childhood.
Oh no, we're gonna get like a Chris Pratt like father story again.
Well, that's kind of like how the musical starts, right? Is that they talk about like his relationship with his family.
Mm-hmm.
If I remember correctly, it's been a while, but
I think you're right.
I remember thinking like, oh, that's kind of cool that they have like stuff that they're talking about that wasn't in the movie.
Can you imagine the same plot as the Garfield movie? Like, oh, this is the Fargus, my father.
And just a bigger Shrek.
Yeah, he's like a really big Shrek. They should just randomly make like all like the alternate world ogres from Shrek 4 canon in this one, and they're just all around in this one.
Yeah, the one with his chimichanga stand.
You're gonna be hungry.
Fargus, you're gonna need my chimichanga stand.
Oh my god. Chimichangas.
I don't think we've mentioned it. This movie is supposed to be coming out in like 2026. That's 2 years from now.
It's gonna be a big year. It's gonna be Shrek 5, Mario 2, and Toy Story 5.
It's hard to imagine, like, what's the next step for, like, the animation in Shrek? Because are they gonna go by, like, just, like, a more outdated, like, cleaner-looking Shrek with, like, new...
That's a good point.
Or,
I am curious
like,
to see how he looks.
Yeah, like, I wonder if they're, like... I like to think they're gonna elaborate a bit with, like, based on, like, Puss in Boots, but I feel like they're probably gonna just keep it to, like, Puss in Boots. I think it would be interesting if they try a different animation style, like different for no Shrek, and then it's like, but for that fits within the narrative.
I could see it at least taking influence from like, because I really like kind of like the painterly brush.
Yeah,
I think people are gonna be disappointed if they don't pull at least a little bit from that one.
I don't think they're gonna do like the, because the animation was very like focused on the action. In Puss in Boots.
I feel like maybe like a more lax painterly look.
Right.
Like something more subtle.
It might be the same team that did like, or at least I don't know how like the structure is over at DreamWorks right now. I understand it's kind of in flux, but it might be the same people who worked on Puss in Boots that are working on Shrek 5, and they might just be using the same tools, the same sort of, you know, concepts and stuff. Because a lot of those characters in Puss in Boots: The Last Wish look like, oh, this could be in Shrek, like side characters.
Oh, that's true. Even though they're like a lot more cartoony, it's like, oh yeah, this can work.
Yeah.
My one thought though that makes me like think they might not is Kung Fu Panda 4 did not evolve the art direction for that franchise like whatsoever.
No, it did not.
It basically looks it almost looks like less artistically interesting than the third one in some ways. So my thought is like maybe they're gonna want to keep Shrek looking as Shrek as possible to like appeal to nostalgia or whatever.
Oh yeah, I mean they're already doing that from the teaser with just playing All-Star immediately.
like all the humans will still look like Sims characters or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope not. I hope we get beautiful Kung Fu Panda crossover Snickers bar commercial Shrek.
Honest to God, they could have just kept making like Puss in Boots adventure movies instead of more Shreks, and that would have been fine.
Yeah.
True.
I feel like Puss in Boots could be like this freaking like Lupin ass character. You just make like a bunch of freaking Puss in Boots movies where he goes on adventures.
Disconnected adventures. It's
Indiana
pretty
Jones
easy
kind of
to
stuff,
model that.
like just every time it's like a different mystical kind of place that he's going to.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe Donkey could pick up, you know, the handsome.
Who is your favorite silly donkey? He's like the waffle bar when he sings this.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard with Shrek because like I like Shrek, but like I don't think there's ever been a point in time since the fourth I'm like, okay, the Shrek story isn't complete. The Shrek story still needs to be told.
Well, that's what we said about Kung Fu Panda, and you know
we were right.
Yeah.
And that movie came out.
That movie made money.
It sure did.
I don't know. The plot wise, I could see them either having his parents or having the babies get older. That's like all I can think of.
Yeah. Oh, like teenage, like Gen Alpha.
That's what everyone's
Shrek babies.
freaking joking about. Yeah, it's like they're all be on their like magic mirror iPod phones.
Shrek would be like, "What is this? Why is my bog rainbow?" And then like one of the babies goes, "Progress, Dad."
Okay.
I'm the old Shrek.
I like normal bogs.
And he's like, I guess I'll refill. I guess I'll refill it anyway. He grabs one snail, and it's like a very fruity snail. Like, oh, please. Just pushes out the slime, and it's like rainbow into like the bog water. Like, whatever.
It's a very disgusting image you're painting.
The snail
We have
is
so
fine.
many good ideas for Shrek 5, is what we're saying.
What if Shrek 5?
Right, yeah, it
like,
could go anywhere.
the big gimmick is like this is like the really gross one, like real gross out. Like this
They
is like,
bring back the Chris Farley like animation test design.
Oh, jeez.
It's like they really like hype and market like this is going to be the first scene in film in Shrek history where he shits on screen. So that'll be huge.
Oh.
I would go see the movie if that were the case.
The characters just started so like burping and farting and peeing. It's like just disgusting. Like they thought like that's what people really liked about Shrek.
Yeah,
and, like,
that's what people loved about it.
Critics are calling it the most disgusting Shrek yet.
It's stinktacular.
Oh, scratch and sniff cards for the new Shrek movie.
Oh, honey, scratch the Shrek poop. He's pooping in the scene.
Yeah, bring back the green ketchup. You guys remember green Shrek ketchup?
Oh,
Yeah. And the purple ketchup.
And the purple ketchup. They have both.
Oh, the Shrek marketing frenzy is gonna go crazy.
Yeah, there's gonna be like a Denny's tie-in, like Shrek's green, like still water. You know?
Shrek's bathwater.
Yeah.
Oh look, it's my boogers on the pancake. They're like green like chocolate chips.
Nobody likes what we're doing right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of -2s. I'm embarrassed. I'm sorry, chat.
Niall,
We've
you're
ruined
on
everything.
like the Startcast. There's nothing to be embarrassed about.
I feel
We're
like
all
if we're
friends
getting
here.
a stream of -2s, then we should take that criticism to heart.
We're Starcast,
Oh yeah,
guys. Of
like
course the chat
like our
minus two
commenters can make like our commenters can do a better bit.
says.
Oh, okay. Prediction time.
Okay.
What do you
I'm
think?
sorry, I didn't mean it. We just lost two. We're just like, oh my god, we're losing viewers. I'm sorry.
I tried
Probably
to
not
warn
your
you.
fault.
Okay.
Better be.
But guys, okay, for real though. What do you think the three blind mice will be doing in this movie?
Dead.
What was their bit? Were they like
Blind.
Beatles? What was they were?
Oh,
like,
they were.
Yeah.
We're blind mice. We can't see anything.
I couldn't remember if they were like if they had like
I think-
English
oh,
accents
they
or not,
did,
but in
they
my
did.
head they did.
They're
I
like
think
they're like the worst of like those like fairy tale side characters because they can't do anything.
Yeah.
They just
Oh, yeah.
walk around and fall over.
So useless.
Well, I mean, like, they have like one joke, and so they walk around and fall over.
What if in this movie they bring back Farquaad? You know, and it's like
I can see
That
that.
could happen.
Shrek has to like face his like all of his like worst
Let's
villains.
find out how old John Lithgow is.
Yeah, he's alive.
See, there is literally a non-zero chance fairy godmother or Farquaad like come back from the dead in this one. Like that might
He
actually
is
happen.
currently 78 years old. He could still do
Well,
Farquaad.
He could run for president.
He could run for president. You're
So
absolutely
he could do Shrek
right.
5.
He could do Shrek 5.
Oh yeah. That's probably like. Would that be the? Haven't they already they did that for
Was-
like a Halloween thing?
Yeah, and also they just did with Kung Fu Panda. So,
Right.
Oh yeah.
but like, I'm not above. I don't think they're above doing it again.
Yeah. And I do agree. Let's hope they come up with like a really new and interesting, exciting character like they did for the Pussy movie.
Pardon?
The movie with the cat in it.
Oh, yeah, that's what you meant. I see.
One of the three little pigs should be non-swinary.
Yeah.
I am using the they/them now.
Yeah, I would say them pronouns.
Yeah, because there's 3 of us.
Oh, that's such a like terrible like. They wouldn't do that, but they really could, and it would work. Like, oh, I am non-binary. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I +2 that comment from chat.
Hey, we're getting +2s. We're coming back. We're coming back.
Oh, we just got viewers again.
Economy work.
We're so back, guys.
We got it by stealing a chat member's comment.
Oh my goodness. I guess I don't have anything else to say except did they get rid of one of Donkey's kids?
They did.
That?
What? How? What? Wait. What do you mean?
Yeah, like he had like 6, and they like narrowed it down to 5 at some point.
They just axed one off?
I think so. I remember something like that. Like
You can't do that.
one of them just stopped.
What if that's
appearing.
what the Donkey movie's about?
Nobody told me this was
missing
happening
kids?
when I was a child. I'm angry now. They can't just do that.
Can you imagine like the Quiet Place
your
opening
name?
where like one of Donkey's kids gets like grabbed and killed?
And they assume he's dead, and then in the Donkey movie, after years have gone by, his estranged son like returns, and he's like, I'm your son, Donkey.
And then they go to like the cheese factory or whatever.
Why the cheese factory?
So they go in Garfield, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, right. Okay.
Anybody see Garfield?
No,
Anyone here a fan of?
I haven't
Anyone
even
here a
seen
fan
it.
of the Garfield movie? Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Slow applause.
Granny Norma.
What?
Anyway,
Well,
Shrek 5.
Shrek 5. What else is on our news docket? If that's all we have to say.
Viz Media has taken the next season of RWBY under their wing.
Well, sort of.
Yeah.
So to clarify, what we know. I feel
What's
like I
RWBY?
have to like take a
What
step
is
back.
RWBY? Explain it to me.
God,
The news.
Sorry.
The news we're talking about is that RWBY has been the IP, as it were. And okay, you know what? Further step back. I should say, everything I'm saying right now is based off information that everyone else here has. I do not know anything more than anyone else here about what is going on with RWBY. I left over a year and a half ago. It is, anything that's happening right now is information that I do not have. And I don't even know. I wouldn't have known anything about that even when I was still working there.
Do you know about her
'Cause I was
Stumble
just an
Guy skin?
No.
God.
Now, everyone, I like to let you know that when I was living, he told me about like a new character they're adding named
I did
Diamond.
not do that. That is not true. That is a joke for humor.
Yes, that is a joke.
but-
Humor.
So what's going on with RWBY? Like, why is it coming back? What happened to it? Where did it go? What's the peril?
Well, I mean, there's only so much that I know as well. But for those who don't know, Rooster Teeth, the company that owned RWBY, has essentially shut down. I don't know all the nitty gritty details of that, but you'll find that the website is down, the channel is down, and RWBY is no longer hosted there. But the news recently, since everybody was worried about where the show was going to go because the story hasn't quite been wrapped up yet, Viz Media is now the home of the RWBY IP going forward. And that's about all we know right now, to be honest. Anything past that, I mean, we know they're going to be handling like merchandise as well. Anything past that, we don't even know if a new volume is coming out right now. It has not been explicitly stated, but we just know that more RWBY stuff is coming in the future. We don't know really what that means yet.
RWBY Chibi.
I don't know. I have no idea, but
I think we're getting RWBY Chibi.
well, there's one thing we do know about, which is that in the announcement for this, they showed a piece of concept art. At least we can assume it's concept art. It was just sort of part of the post, but it seems to be Team RWBY in this like canyon area with different outfits and
Open world?
different kind of hairstyles, which we can assume is Vacuo, since that is where they are currently in the story, is the area of Vacuo. I feel like if I go any deeper than that, nobody here, everyone's
You're
gonna
gonna lose
glaze over.
us.
Yeah. So, Anyway, this is cool. I honestly, I don't have much to say about it other than this is cool, because I don't have a lot of like predictions about what could be going on or any sort of insight to give. It's just cool that the show is still around. But I know not everybody here is really a RWBY fan either in chat or in call.
Actually, I really love RWBY. My favorite character is Diamond.
That is not a character in RWBY.
Okay.
Yeah, he's choking me. He's choking me. Ah.
No, I'm not.
I'm kind of.
That is a joke for humor.
I'm kind of a big fan of RWBY. Kind of. I've seen like 7 episodes of it.
You do like the cookies scene.
You've seen 7 episodes of it.
Yeah.
Now, to be honest, that's like a lot of episodes.
I'm kind of a big fan. I've seen 7 episodes.
Well, hence kind of.
Tell me like 5 things about the show besides cookies.
There's a character named Ruby Rose.
There you go.
There's a character named Yang. There's a character named Blake.
Okay,
3 things
all
already.
right,
You're
cool.
real
It's
stupid
like,
right now.
It's just like if I ask, tell me like 5 things about Super Mario, and you're like Mario, Bowser, Luigi, Peach, Toad.
Yeah, it is like if I did that, and I'd be right.
So do you know the last member of Team RWBY though, just so I can calm down about how much of a fan you are?
Weiss? That's close enough, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Chat, Seep got it right. It's Weiss, right?
It's Weiss. Mrs. Weiss.
Yeah.
Weiss.
No, you got it right. It's Weiss, right? Chat, Weiss?
Weiss are the RWBY.
Oh,
Hey, get over here! It's RWBY.
That was not a bit. That was like a feature. That was a featured topic discussion.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I really something about it. I've seen the RWBY Justice League, the first RWBY Justice League movie.
Oh,
They premiered it. They
cool.
premiered it at a convention. So I was like, I'm gonna watch this. I didn't even know Niall worked on it. I just watched it. Just because.
I did a bunch of scenes in that.
Which scene
Or
did
I
you
animated them. There's a lot of
There's a lot of
people
rungs
work
in the
on it.
ladder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
What's your
did
favorite scene?
my favorite scene in the first one.
Yeah.
I liked wasn't like a lot of action, but I liked doing the scene where Bruce Wayne and Weiss are talking.
Who?
Oh, it's a different character. Don't worry about it, Steve.
Okay.
But they're at like a ball that Weiss's father is putting on, and they're just having. It was a lot of acting stuff I got to do, and that was fun. But
Yeah.
But gosh,
I
that was so
actually
long ago now.
I was able to help him out on that scene too.
That's not
He
true.
messaged me. He was like, I'm doing this really important scene. It's a really like character focused, emotional. I'm really trying to nail the nuances down. Do you have any advice as a seasoned YouTube animator?
This did not happen.
I gave him a few pointers. But he did most of the work. I should say.
Okay,
I'm not going to take all the credit for it.
Seep actually animated the cookies scene.
that's true.
Cookies.
She
I
doesn't even
wish I
say
did.
that.
She goes cookies, and then she.
No, I
want to
say that was Austin Hardwick. I might be wrong about that, but
Do you remember who animated the cookies scene?
well, yeah, I think he's talked about it before. I might be wrong about that. Chat,
Are you
tell me if I'm
serious?
wrong if you know.
Wait, is there
but-
like some kind of like interview where I can watch them like talk about the cookies?
No, it was
scene?
probably just a tweet he made. But he, I believe, I think he worked on the latest Trigun show because I think he's working
Oh.
in Japan right now.
That's
So he's over there working with Orange, I think the studio is called.
You should animate.
I feel bad. I should know more about
From
this.
red to orange.
But
Wow.
no
You should
worries.
try yellow next.
you should.
nobody laugh at that. Let that sit there.
You should animate. What's the main character? Trigun's name, like Vosh.
Vash
Vosh.
Stampede, yeah.
Vash.
Vash. You should animate Vash eating cookies for the show.
Yeah, I guess.
What are you like? I've seen like clips of that show. He still took the time to go like, "Oh, cookies! Yay!"
Cookies. Oh man.
Do you think RWBY will have a cookie meter in multiverses?
a cookie meter?
I don't know anything about that. I feel like I'm so grumpy right now. I'm sorry. I feel like
You're
chat
very-
probably thinks I'm having the
no,
worst night of my life.
She will
I
not-
don't have any information on whether RWBY will have a cookies movie. I cannot confirm or deny. Oh. You're like
he
the
just-
overly
there's-
serious like showrunner at Comic-Con when people are
Yeah.
asking questions. You're like, I'm sorry, I don't know. We cannot confirm any information at this moment.
No, this
Why'd
is
you
just
even
if
come
you
here?
if you look at past episodes, somehow this has become the dynamic. Every time I'm on the show, I get hassled in some way.
Because
but-
you're big news. I mean, you've worked on all these like huge productions. You animated scenes that we like part of our childhoods.
Okay, that's
It's-
not
it's
even
a
remotely
huge
true.
deal.
You were not children when I animated on RWBY.
Niall worked on Jimmy Neutron.
I did not do that.
He
What's
It's not
animated,
true. That would be awesome though.
he
The movie
animated
or the TV show?
the TV show. He animated the scene where Jimmy's head clips into the lockers.
Oh, Niall, rookie mistake. Well, you were just learning back then, I guess. Yeah, I
Niall.
mean,
Sorry, you sound like you hate us now. He's never gonna be on the show again.
Niall.
I could just leave. I sometimes I think about that. It's like I could just completely leave.
Niall.
Anyway. Yes.
Did you make the cover for the Digimon movie?
No, but I do love that cover a lot. And I love that
There's
movie a
like
lot.
two of those little shits, those little Terriermons.
That's true.
And there's like only
Yeah,
one. One
Terriermon
of them
and
is
the
like
other
dead.
one. I don't know their name, but
One of them is like dead.
you know a lot about this poster for someone who didn't work on it, Niall.
well,
I'm just saying.
I'm a Digimon
I'm
fan.
just
What
asking
can I say?
questions. I'm just asking. Can I just ask questions? Is that okay?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay.
I feel bad though. I feel like I don't have anything else to add to this topic. But
Well,
just that it exists,
enough.
and I'm happy it does.
I have
You
one
can go
thing
find
on
out
my
more
mind.
information on X. You can
On
look
X?
up a post on X,
Yeah,
the home for free speech.
I think the one thing on my mind after this announcement is, will Viz be the home for more Camp?
I don't know anything about that.
That's what you say
up in
about
the air.
everything.
Because I don't. You're asking me a question I don't know anything about. Unfortunately, I know they just did like a little bit of Camp right before Rooster Teeth
COVID.
closed.
Sorry.
But
Maybe I'll take Captain Coral's place on the Nickelodeon schedule.
Yeah, that'd be a really good idea. Have you watched Camp, Ryan?
No, I'm pretty sure, but like with a name like that, like I don't know. I'm sure.
Yeah, it's got a really nice cuddly art style.
Look,
too.
the children right now are all watching like Super Mario Logan. You could put anything on Nickelodeon.
That's, I guess that's true. Niall, which scene did you animate for example? Sorry.
I have
You
never
have-
worked on Camp.
Do you know anyone who has?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I'm trying to. I'd not like super personally, but I've been around people who have worked on Camp. Yeah, back when we were at the studio
Cool.
at least.
Can we get a round of applause for that? I wish we had like an applause feature, like where like our viewers can interact with us, because that was an applause-worthy revelation right there.
No, it wasn't.
We don't have applause. We have this.
Okay, that's
Thanks.
I guess that's a little bit of an over reaction, if I had to call it. But
Yeah, nobody's
Pretty good.
busting wall painters about this.
when Rooster Teeth went under, it's like everything just kind of being spread to like whoever will take it kind of situation. Like Viz is getting RWBY, somebody else is getting Camp. Is it just kind of like that?
Dad's getting the
I
kids
don't
on the
know.
weekend.
I wish I could tell you. That is information
Okay.
that I do not
No,
possess.
I didn't know if that was like public knowledge or whatever. Like, cause
No,
I keep
I
believing
mean-
that.
Look, if anybody here is curious about what is going on, everything that is public will be out there, but there's really not a lot of information. And I
tuned.
think that's why people were kind of worried, because they didn't want, RWBY as an IP to just like disappear. And especially because the last season the last volume that we did, volume 9, that hasn't really like entirely wrapped up the story. There's a lot of stuff left for these characters to do. So there's a lot more meat on that bone.
Mm.
Yeah.
Stay
There's a lot more
tuned.
chips on that
A lot-
cookie.
I was about to say that. Okay, my little.
You gotta be quicker on the draw, Rosa.
Hey,
You gotta be
stay,
loud and annoying like me.
stay
Wait,
tuned.
why am I choking then?
Stay.
Dave Reckoning will
Yeah.
come.
Well, no, stay tuned. Like cartoon MVPs, multiverses tweet.
I think that's as good as a topic killer as any. Let's,
No,
I
come
mean,
on.
I don't think anyone else has much to say.
Yeah, I mean, other than what more can we say? It's like we hope this series gets to finish its story.
Yeah.
and go out on its own terms.
Niall, have you watched RWBY?
What do you mean?
Like,
yes,
do you
of
watch
course I
it
have watched
even-
the show. Yeah.
How much? Should I watch? How much episodes should I watch?
Okay, I'm gonna take that question seriously. I'm actually going to think about that.
Okay, because I kind of like
knowing
it.
you,
But...
because I know your interest level.
Okay.
Because this, I mean, it is 9 seasons right now. So,
They should go to space. Sorry, go on.
Seep, you should watch up to volume 6, and then decide if you want to watch more. Is my thought.
Okay.
But that's generous. I don't know if you'll actually be carried that far.
I liked the food fight. I liked the there's some kind of, they were like fighting and stuff. It was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
So I might watch. I mean, if I watch 6 of them, I might as well. What else do I have going on?
Yeah.
No, thanks for the. Because I've considered watching it. Nobody wants to watch it with me. But
Not
that's
you,
fine.
Xander or Lilith.
I don't think so. I think I might have asked, and they said no, you don't really want to watch all that with me.
What do you do, little man?
Most of what I've seen of it has been on Feud Friday.
Okay.
There was a while there where they were just playing RWBY episodes on there. What was I talking about? Any news?
There's a question in chat, actually. Niall, do you like RWBY as a show? Just to give a more detailed answer than you might expect, before I got hired, I had watched it, but I wasn't a mega fan or anything. It wasn't like I was getting a dream job at the time.
Like a Dave?
I was actually more interested in Genlock when I got hired.
Wait, isn't that the thing that... No, sorry. Go on. I was wrong. No, I thought I was just...
He's gonna talk about the sign.
I thought it was an SMG4 show for a second.
No.
Oh.
No, it's not.
I'm sorry.
It was well, I liked it because it was it's this cool new IP about mechs and everything, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And I had seen RWBY, but I was pretty cool about it. But what actually made me like the show more was working on it, because it becomes such an important, you spend so many hours engaging with it that it becomes a larger portion of your life. And now I would say, yes, I really do like the show a lot. Whereas
family.
before I was yeah, I could work on RWBY. Now it's it's an important IP to me. And I never, that probably would not have happened had I not worked there. And so I'm happy that it did.
Who's your favorite character on RWBY? I think mine is
That's
RWBY.
what this segment has become, is a Niall Q&A.
I guess because this is the first time we talked about something that you made, so it's
That's
kind
not
of
even true. I think the first episode I was on, we talked about a lot of this. No, favorite character. I'd have to think about that.
Let me ask you a harder one. What's your least favorite character?
I don't know if I have one, to be honest.
They're all my favorite. That's your answer, isn't it?
That's your Comic-Con
Frickin'
answer.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
All your kids are your favorite kids.
Oh, how much is to pick a favorite character? They're like, oh, my kids. I think one year at a Adventure Time panel, or a regular show panel, I think someone answered on the regular show panel, either Thomas or High Five Ghost, as their favorite character. And it was all right, man, do you mean that?
Do they get fired? Oh man, the Thomas years. I went to Comic-Con during the Thomas years, and I was able to see firsthand. They were they were literally do you want more Thomas? They had to ask. Yeah. Do you remember that point when they introduced Thomas, but they didn't use him at all? I say that point. That's kind of...
Yeah, no, I know what you mean, though. Immediately after, the Muscle Man, prank episode.
Yeah. So they kind of asked... The crowd there, I mean, it was a convention crowd, so you ask them a question, and they'll say yes to anything, basically.
I do like the scenario in my mind, though, where they ask the crowd,
They give one... There's such thing as a con audience no, where they still cheer, but it takes... when Jeff Keighley asked if anyone was a fan of Justin Roiland, and he had to tee it up a little more, like Rick and Morty, you know, and you kind of get like you get a little splash of people, like, you know, that's your like not really answer. So it might have been like that. I remember wanting to see more Thomas just because, like, I assume they introduced him for a reason, but
I stand by my point. Thomas potentially added more to that show than High Five Ghost.
He did.
Yeah,
He sure did.
Because like he's like the new guy kind of, which is like a role to have.
You get to make jokes about Thomas,
right?
Instead of like Thomas, it wasn't always literally like Thomas is just there. Or if he was just there, like you could make a joke of it. But High Five Ghost was like, it's like his dad worked on the show or something. So you can't really say anything about him, but he gets to be in every episode.
There's like an episode at some point. Oh no, it's their debut episode. Like Muscle Man and High Five Ghosts like debut episode. High Five Ghosts, like not their debut, but like their first focus episode. I mean, High Five Ghosts doesn't say anything the entire episode.
Why not?
It's like all Muscle Man focus. High Five Ghosts doesn't say anything.
Oh.
Anyway, now did you think of your favorite character yet?
I did.
Okay.
And this is kind of a non-answer, but it is the first thing that I thought of. In Volume 9, there is a little mouse character, a little talking mouse character named Little.
No, there's not.
This is true. I am not joking.
It's like...
And they're wonderful, and I love them a lot. I like Little.
I need to see Little, the talking mouse character. That sounds like a...
See, have that be your hook then, Steve, that eventually that you'll meet Little.
I gotta stick
and
through.
see that wonderful story.
Do it for Little the mouse. That's
Yeah.
like a Rick
But
and
I mean,
Morty,
that's such a
freaking-
a Nile bait characters. I love little cute little animal character, little rodent.
Does he sing?
No, I don't believe so. Well, actually, yes.
Wow. I want to imagine this is just like a main character that like they needed to add to like boost ratings.
I mean, see,
So
this
there's,
is
like, a
not
new
like a
little mouse.
small character in the volume.
You just said it's a little mouse.
Okay, but they're literally named Little and are small.
On Trap,
So this
I
is
am
like
the mouse.
What?
Also, I'm sorry if this spoils everybody for Volume 9 if you haven't seen it yet. There's a little mouse character,
What?
and they're great.
I almost don't want to believe you because when I find out that this isn't real, like I'm gonna cry. But I trust you, Niall. So
Okay, trust me because it's real. See,
it's just life isn't always this good to you. You know,
what do you
life
mean?
isn't always this good to you. You don't always get to have things. Sometimes you don't
Anyway.
get what you want. And this is what this is actually this is like the little mouse character in RWBY who gets
And if
added to
I-
the main cast to boost ratings and sings a singing mouse character. Are you serious?
Okay, well, it's not like a lot of singing, but they do sing.
Can you like kind of do a little like song they sing, like sing a bit of it?
No, you'll have to watch. You know what? You'll have to watch to see that.
Oh, there's your like comment.
You all are not being very nice to Little, and I don't appreciate it.
I'm expressing that this is making me want to watch the show right now, but I can't believe it. You know?
Okay,
Like,
if I
not
give you
because I
the
don't- not because
context,
I-
will that help?
No, not because I don't trust you. It's that I don't want to get hurt again. You know?
Okay,
Again?
sure. Yeah.
You know,
Why?
It's not
I've
a
been-
bit. I am
I've
not
been
doing a
far
bit.
too trusting. I've been
I
far
really
too
like this
trusting of
character
people
a
in the
lot.
past. It's just one of those things I have to see to believe because it's just like it's so, you know, it's one of those things where you got to like come outside, kids. You got to see this. You know, it's one of those things. I can't just trust you. You can't just tell me on the phone. And be like, I believe it.
Look at the screen.
Did you post a little mouse character?
He's on the screen right now.
This sounds like a bit I did for like my movie project back in high school.
Sorry, it's like loading. Oh,
Ah,
you are-
that's how it looks like. It's cute,
Yeah.
but it's cute, but like it's not marketable.
Okay.
Yes, the mouse talks.
Yes.
Is that like a cheese plant?
And actually, you guys want to know a little thing? You want to have some insider information that I think I can actually share?
Yes.
Sure.
I was given an opportunity to do a a bit of an audition for that character, a voiceover audition for it.
The
I
mouse?
obviously didn't get it.
Can we
but
hear it?
I was given an
For Little the Mouse?
Yes, that is true.
Kyle, you have to lead with that. That's insane.
Okay,
You got to voice Little the Mouse?
that is not
You always
true.
downplay. You're always coming on here downplaying. You're so humble. You're so modest.
They
Then you
gave
come out
an
here.
opportunity for people at the studio to give an audition, and I did.
Oh my god.
Can we get the audition right now? Like, can we pretend like role play?
No, because I
No?
don't even entirely remember how I did it.
You got to give us this, Niall.
How about
yeah,
what
Just
if,
like
gave-
transport
I did-
your mind.
what if we audition
Yeah.
instead? What if
Niall, sink into the mouse. You are the mouse. You're trapped.
you... No, hold on. I'm gonna give Niall a break here. We're gonna audition instead.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, give us like a rundown. Give us like the producer's rundown of Little the Mouse that you received at your audition.
I'm
7
not
years
going
ago.
to do that. I feel like that's too
What?
much information.
We're about to audition right now for this studio.
Okay.
No, you're not.
Niall, okay, better way.
I'm not yes-anding
Niall,
this.
Niall, give us like the Wikia article, like basic summary of the character.
I have. I have told you that they are.
Just tee it up. Tee it up so we can clip this as like a separate video.
No, I'm not doing that.
No.
I refuse.
Alright.
I'm not going to do it.
we want to do our. We're all auditioning. Are you like shy
Yeah.
that you almost got to voice Little the Mouse?
No, I just look. I feel like you all aren't taking Little very seriously.
We're about to.
I'm sensing some facetious energy when I was giving genuine interest in Little as a character. And
We haven't
I'm
watched the
hurt.
show. What do you want us to say? It's a little talking mouse character. We love this. This is how we interface with things.
I see.
We're
Okay.
children.
Okay, how about this?
Did you call us children?
Ryan, look
Yeah?
around. Look what's on screen right now.
What? Mega Dave?
Yes.
See, I'm 25 to 30 years old. Let me have this.
Okay, here we go. I'll do it. Like, okay, you guys will be auditioning for the role of Little the Mouse. They
Like,
are
let
a...
us give our. What if we just give our take on like how we would like voice a little mouse?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't
Exactly.
want any of this to happen. I think
Why not?
Why are you
I'm
so
putting.
against this?
I think I'm shutting it down. In fact, I'm
Okay.
flipping the switch.
No, hold on. You're gonna change your mind when you hear my voice.
Cha-chunk.
Okay, now hear this though.
Hello, it's me.
I don't think the switch works, guys.
I'm the little mouse. Oh, I want some cheese, Ruby.
My voice didn't sound like that.
Can I
That's
have?
not what I did.
Can I have some cheese, Ruby? Nom nom nom. Oh, let's go on an adventure. Are those your lesbian friends? That's really cool.
That's just more. It's becoming more.
It is. You were kind of doing more. I didn't want to say it, but you were doing more.
Kill me, Julian. Your feet make me weak.
Okay. No, that's not how you're supposed to voice Little the Mouse.
Okay.
I
With
love
what
how
little
I
know.
expressed disinterest in this happening, and it had no effect on any of it.
I think Little the Mouse is like,
Oh, excuse me there, miss. Oh, pardon me. Is that a bit of cheese I smell? In your pocket? Is that a bit of cheese? I do hope this is not intruding, but I would love to have a little nibble. Of your cheese, miss.
that was pretty good.
Did you get the part?
Yeah, how close was I, Niall?
You see, chat, it's like I have no influence at all. Like this is entirely for them. Like they're doing this bit, and
What do you
like,
think, this is
they'll
your
probably just
show?
keep going while I'm talking too. It's kind of crazy.
This,
It's honestly like I honestly.
Rosa, what's your voice for Little the Mouse?
I'm glad you asked.
It's happening right now.
You just proved Niall
It's happening right now.
Oh my god, Niall, I'm glad you asked. Okay, here we go.
It doesn't matter.
Niall, can we? Please,
They're gonna
like,
keep doing the
give
little
Rosa
voices.
Can we please respect Rosa's like floor right now, and so we can hear her take on Little the Mouse?
RWBY! Help! The Ganadals are here!
The Ganadals?
RWBY, help!
I kind of like that, I guess. Oh, that's like a Resident Evil joke, isn't it? Or Silent Hill or whatever it is. Resident Evil. Which one is that?
See, and this is
Yeah.
where you guys put in the Amazing Digital Circus theme in the background, and it slowly zooms in on me.
Niall, I don't know what is happening with you. Like, you don't even want to give us a description of Little the Mouse.
I did. Okay, this has been the longest segment ever, too. Do we even have any other news to talk about?
Not really.
I sense cheese in the area. We actually have the news about Nintendo. Now, this is a good segue, you know. Steve, you mentioned Silent Hill, and you know who's working on the second Silent Hill, the Silent Hill 2 remake?
Niall.
I'm
No.
sorry, I was completely checked out. What?
So that's a good segue, you know. Steve mentioned Silent Hill, and recently there is the Silent 2 Hill remake coming out. And you know who's working on the Silent Hill 2 remake?
Niall.
I'm not. What are you talking about?
We just repeated ourselves for everyone who was like checked out for when we introduced this topic.
Nintendo.
Oh,
So,
Nintendo
anyway.
is. I thought you were saying I did.
Nintendo. They're working. It's from what I read. The Nintendo is working with the blooper team to make Emil.
Now, okay, hold on. I do need to clarify. That has been like scrutinized. That might not be real.
Okay. Good news, everyone.
Okay,
The
so
blooper team
wait,
is not
walk me
making a
through
Nintendo
what
game.
we're saying.
Nintendo horror game.
Nintendo.
So not Nintendo.
Yes, Nintendo.
Nintendo. Okay.
Nintendo
Okay, so-
released
So for layman's terms, we're talking about Emio now.
Emio.
Yes.
Yes.
Got it.
What is Emio, Niall? I won't make you do this one. So what is this Nintendo? Do we know anything about this?
No. There's
So Nintendo.
This is the third thing in a row that we're talking about that we know nothing about. I just want to
Yeah,
mention that. This is the third news topic where we have no information.
and I think it's our last one.
Actually, we have like snippets on the. We could talk a bit about the Shadow trailer.
Yeah, there's snippets of things. This is a very snippet heavy episode. We don't have any like
Yeah.
big hitters, but anyway.
Yeah, so for anyone watching in the future and you've listened this far, you can just kind of skip the rest of this one. Just go to the
No.
next episode.
No.
Okay.
Look, everyone has only so much time in the day. I get it. Just skip to the next one. Maybe it's a Lou episode. You have no idea.
We just did a Lou episode. It'd be sad if we
It
did
could be another
one.
Lou episode.
I mean, yeah, that hasn't stopped us.
Only one way to
Ryan.
find out. Hit the skip button.
No, you're gonna do it. You're gonna press the skip button, and then Arlo will be on.
Oh, it's a Topic Arlo episode where he's talking about Emio. What is Emio? What are they? So Nintendo has announced this new video game, but they haven't said anything about it. Have they? Have they said
No.
anything about this?
All they did was release a tweet with like the hashtag "Who is Emio," which links to a video called Emio. All we know is it is a Reddit M game, and it has themes of like depression, suicide in it,
Just like Silent Hill.
and that
So-
it seems to be a Nintendo
I've got
developing.
themes of depression and suicide right now.
Oh my god!
Oh my
Can't say
god!
that.
But
So it seems like Nintendo is like they're launching a new mysterious marketing campaign for
Mm.
potentially a new IP developed by them, which is a mature themed horror game, which is very unheard of.
Can
And
I
it's like,
oh god.
oh, what do you have to say?
Can I share my first thought?
Okay.
My first thought when I saw this is I thought it'd be really funny if this was tied to an existing IP somehow, and like the second trailer came out for this, like Yoshi walked in. And this is like Emio's a character like in Yoshi's flippin' 3D world or something.
Oh my god, that would break the internet.
He's like a boss character in the third world, and that's it.
That would be crazy. You know, I was thinking about this when this
Yeah,
was
seen
first
it,
being
like-
spread around.
Mm.
Nintendo doesn't really do this sort of thing with their
Marketing?
Twitter X account.
No.
I feel like this would genuinely, or maybe did genuinely scare like a couple kids who are not used to seeing this sort of thing on the Twitter account.
It's
Like-
literally like
It's really
Like,
scary. Like, out of context, if you're not used to seeing this sort of thing on that account, you'd be like, oh, did they get hacked or something? Like, what's going on? Like, I feel like...
Gather the whole family for Super Mario Party Jamboree. Oh, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are back. And then just Emio.
And then who is Emio?
I want to say...
Sorry, Rose, real quick. I just want to say, their tweet right before this was about Nintendo Switch Sport Basketball updating.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the studio itself could probably do this, and you'd probably be like, oh, that's not as scary, because we know what's happening here. We know they're doing like a marketing bit. But because it's so weird to be on Nintendo's account and see that, I feel like some kids would kind of get freaked out a little bit.
Go on, Rose, by the way, you're trying to say something.
Yeah, I wanted to say this is like very precedent for Nintendo going on forward, where like I feel like this is something as a result of like newer staff, newer blood, that's allowing for Nintendo to explore this avenue, this new horror game. Like the last time there was a horror game published by Nintendo was in the GameCube era. And that was just by like a different studio, so it's very interesting.
Don't forget Zombie U.
That was Ubisoft.
That was Ubisoft, but
Yeah.
they had the Wii U in the title, so that's pretty that's pretty bold.
Yeah, I mean, it's also
Yeah.
it's also interesting. Nintendo doesn't really do these new IP like vague trailers like a lot of companies do, right? Like, you know, when you're watching the Game Awards, like, here's a brand new IP from Gumbly Blob Studios, and it's like a white guy walking through a mountain, like cinematic trailer. It's like, okay, what kind of game is this?
Nintendo's very they're usually very clear about things. Like they're the company that refers to everything as like the Donkey Kong game, you know.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting how like the trailer upload for this doesn't even have any like information, no like tags about like what console it's for. It just has Emio. The title's just Emio. And it's just a really vague, wordless teaser with seemingly zero gameplay. So yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait to see how this mystery unfolds.
Yeah, I'm really excited for Shrek 5.
Yeah. So do you think it was Switch 2 footage we saw in the trailer?
I guess has Nintendo done? When's the last time like a Nintendo series was rated M? I'm thinking about that. Like, when's the last time Nintendo
a series?
Like a series, like one of the games they made was rated M.
I mean, technically,
I don't know, yeah.
technically Conquer, but that was made by their.
That was for the blokes over at Rare.
Yeah,
what about Famicom Detective
like I said,
Club?
Was that rated M? Okay, that counts. So you can remake
I don't
that.
know. It might be.
Let me see.
It could be.
I know it's probably more mature than their other title. Let me see.
They've had exclusives that have been rated M, but like nothing from their like studios.
No, Famicom Detective Club's only rated T.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I should get on that because I've been having the visual novel itch, but I'll tell you in what we watch later.
I mean, there's not much to say. It's just weird Nintendo's doing this. So they don't make games like this or market games like this.
Do you think we'll see Donkey's Kids in this one?
Shut up! I wish they titled this one like the Emio game.
The Emio game. Like they're still trying to be mysterious, but like they can't break away from that.
I can't wait for like the next Nintendo Direct, which is in like the Emio game.
Yeah, Smash Brothers X Emio. I like the new trailer.
Anyway, any final thoughts on Emio, or is this like it for that?
I guess that's it.
If anything, I want to talk about what we watch and seen.
Well, hold on. There's one more piece of news that you all told me to add because you want to talk about it.
I didn't.
I mean, it could be part of it. Could be part of it.
Okay.
What's the news?
They released the teaser for the new Shadow the Hedgehog animation. What are the Sonic
Happy Halloween?
What did the Sonic fans in the call think of that?
I saw
I haven't actually watched it yet.
Okay.
I was watching.
I feel so bad. It looks really cool.
It
How do you know?
does.
You haven't
I
watched
was-
it.
I've seen like footage like on X.
Okay. On X. You're
Really-
obsessed with X.
We have to start calling it X because that's what it is.
You
That's
think
just
so?
the truth.
I don't have to do anything.
That's true. You don't.
Anyway, Shadow the Hedgehog.
What about him?
So I am very floored by the way this animation looks. The storyline they're going with, them elaborating more on like Shadow's past, and then just getting the reveal at the end of Emerald. It's so. I'm just so floored by it.
I did see
it's
that.
Wonderful.
I think that is cool.
And I can't wait to see more. And I wonder if this is gonna tie into like supposedly the fourth playable character.
That would make sense, wouldn't it?
What do you
Yeah.
think of the fourth playable character, Rosa?
It's a surprising concept of them just adding another one. Like we knew Shadow was in the game, but like for them to just add a fourth playable one, it's like wow, that's interesting. They still got a lot to show off. They're just going all out with this remake.
What are y'all gonna do when it's like just a Black Adam, like Black
Right.
Adam,
Black Adam.
Dark Black Doom blurb, like describe like Black Doom is in this mode.
Right. I'm actually bracing for something really underwhelming like that. It's gonna be like a new form of Shadow. Because I mean, technically, on the website, like the characters they list, like it's just two versions of Sonic and then Shadow. So I wouldn't be too shocked if they just have like it's like a new Shadow form that has its own special blurb about it. I mean, if you're not aware, by the way, on the Japanese website for Sonic X Shadow Generations, they have character listings, and there's like an empty like coming soon slot right next to Shadow, which has led a lot of people to wonder if there's another playable character that has yet to be revealed.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm just excited to see more because like this is just like very meaty for like a re-release of like a game or like
yeah.
it still feels like it has a lot of life to give even as it is.
They're very much pulling like a they have a chance to like partially make a new game packaged with the re-release, which is pretty cool because I can't think of another time that they've really done that. A lot of times their re-releases are very like straight-laced, like you get what the original game was, and maybe there's like some bonus features that don't really add that much.
Like for sure, like Nintendo has it with like Bowser's Fury, so that was their equivalent. But
Right?
it's just
Yeah.
wonderful to see it again with like Sega's End. So
Yeah. I'm definitely, I guess, interested. I mean, I guess I don't have much new to say. They've been like slowly revealing like little things here and there about this. But it's just neat to see. I don't know, the year of Shadow is kind of ramping up a bit.
That's true.
They also announced that this like special animation they're doing for the game is going to have 3 parts to it.
Oh, really?
Pretty cool.
That's pretty hefty.
Zama?
So, well, they had
that would be cool.
they released a poster for this.
Or maybe a
Zaman?
different Zeddy, perhaps.
Zamaman poster? Question mark?
The character they have a
Xena?
few characters on the poster.
What a Master Zik? Any
they got-
Master
Perhaps a
Zik?
different one.
They got Omega on it, Rouge on it. So like, I'm thinking maybe
Zor?
each episode of Shadow. It's called Sonic X Shadow Generations Dark Beginnings. So I think we'll have like, him and Maria, then maybe him right after Maria dies or something. Like we see, I think we're gonna get like a Maria death recounting, and it's like really dramatic.
And then they travel to the Lost Hex.
Yeah, maybe we'll see like present day. We'll see like some of Shadow's adventures that he's had in between. Maybe like Rouge and Omega off screen went to the Lost Hex. and that's gonna be like set
And I
up for.
found a worthy adversary.
They should
Right, yeah.
They should release like a Mystery Science Theater style like commentary over these 3 episodes with like Zamam and Zavok watching. Like
It's gonna be in Sonic X Silver. Also.
And you can see like their little shadows like the bottom like right going like, oh man, I'm hungry.
A formidable warrior.
Whoa, this is serious.
I hope Maria is able to like. I hope there's like the Super Maria mode where the second player gets to control like a Maria Ghost, and you can like
Ghost.
like yeah, and you could like aim at like the enemies and it'll hold them in place, and Shadow could hit them.
Ghost Maria. Yeah, I think Ghost Maria is gonna be the first playable character.
Yeah,
I want to say.
Maybe.
I want to say, kind of related to the bit you're doing right now, Maria's voice actress in this like animation is the same actress that played Xena.
The beautiful, lovely Xena.
Yes.
That is interesting.
It says on the trivia page that she's like one of the only female actors to play more than one character in the Sonic franchise, which is, I guess, interesting.
So
That seems like weird trivia.
I was thinking
I don't know how that's the case.
I was thinking about the Mystery Science thing with Zavok and Zamam,
Sure.
and I'm imagining like they get to the part where Maria gets like shot, and Zamam like lets in a huge fart, and he goes, "Oh, awkward."
No, I think he would cry a huge arc of like 2 tears on either side of him.
There, my friend.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what is going to be interesting is the dissonance between how Shadow is treated in this Generations game and how Shadow is treated in the movie is going to be insane.
We'll be farty in the movie.
It's going to be crazy. I don't think like Shadow fans are truly ready for how different and the tonal shift that it's going to be playing this game, which is going to be rad as hell, and then getting into the movie and then having a different experience.
I feel like they're gonna get like a serious moment for Shadow, for sure, when it comes to Maria.
Oh, yeah, it's not going to be terrible, but it will be different.
It will be different. I feel
You're
like
saying that as someone who's worked on the films. I should,
Yes.
we should clarify, right? No, I don't
Yes,
know.
yes, I have. I have.
You have?
Yeah, I have worked on the film.
Okay.
Did,
It's usually Niles' job.
are they gonna release a trailer for that movie ever?
Right now the word is that it's gonna be at Comic-Con.
I feel
We
like
know that
there's
Jim Carrey is fat in it. They already showed it, like at some place. remember that?
CinemaCon.
I feel like
Yeah.
every month it's the word is they're showing it this month. For
Right,
like the
last-
past
I-
3 months.
Remember when they were gonna show it in front of the If movie?
Oh wait a second, the 4th character's blue.
Oh my god.
Hmm.
Blue from
I have a different idea in mind.
What is it, Zavok?
Wait and see.
right.
Stay
think-
tuned.
The day of reckoning will come. That's like the 3rd time I've referenced the Papa John's interview.
You love that interview, don't you?
It's kind of funny, I guess. He's like really sweaty. He's like speaking ominously, and he's like the president of a restaurant that sells pizza. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm really curious about that movie. I recently watched the second movie again, and I was like surprised at how like I got really into it again, even though I knew everything that happened. Like I didn't feel like I forgot anything about it, but I do enjoy kind of. They're very character focused, which I think is one thing that's to their benefit. So I'm interested to see what they do with Shadow there, and I know like the director of the movie, like he worked on the original Shadow the Hedgehog game, so I think he kind of regards Shadow.
He understands that he has no problem taking candy from a baby.
Right? Yeah, he should know that. So I think that also means there's not an impossibility of Black Doom featuring in the 3rd Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
Do you think
That would be pretty cool.
Do you think there's gonna be a scene where like one of the gun guards goes, "Find the computer room"? Like they're like.
Oh my god,
they're
that one's for the fans.
Infiltrating
Okay,
the
We
base.
see you,
Paramount.
Holy crap, guys! I just ran all the way from the theater to my house.
I love the movie.
Dude.
I love in the middle of the movie.
Holy crap, guys! They said find the computer room, and I literally squirted all over my popcorn.
I don't like that.
We like
You don't like
we
that
like
one?
butter. We like butter.
I
For
literally
people
swore-
looking
I
at your
literally
bingo
spilled-
cards, this counts for the I just did the blank walk square. Just
Yeah,
so you're
please.
aware.
Please pick up that one.
I know we rarely get that one, so that's kind of like a win for you guys.
I literally just accidentally snorted all my root beer, and then I blasted it out of my nose, and then my snot went everywhere, all over my pants.
Yeah, did that happen?
I think that happened to him when they said find the computer room. He doesn't even care about Sonic. Andre Seegers.
You don't know that.
Oh.
Why did you make up this fanfic where he snorts a root beer and then?
Because you're the one who's talking about you do. Yeah, Ryan, please don't even like start grandstanding and be like all like morally superior to me. We're like, oh, you're doing the Andre Seegers bit wrong.
Well,
You've driven it into the ground. You've said all kinds of like disgusting, horrifying things.
I think
we literally talked about.
Message in
we-
chat. He's drinking it too.
We just talked about Shrek taking a live dump in the movie theater.
Well, that's because he's Shrek. So that's
45 minutes ago.
that's like a character. That's like character-driven humor.
Whatever.
No, that's character-driven humor because he's an ogre and he's smelly, so it's character-driven.
You don't think Andre Seegers would like snort snot all over the walls and stuff?
I think.
No, I don't.
I think you.
No, I don't.
You've rearranged
I
your
don't
joke
think
here. Now you're making it sound like he found snot on the wall and he went up to it and started snorting it.
No. Yeah, you're making
Guys,
that
I
up.
literally can't control myself.
Guys, I don't know what's happening to me. I don't feel like myself anymore. Every day, I drift further from the light.
This is so unlike me. I'm so sorry.
Holy crap, you guys! I feel like I'm gonna hurt someone.
Holy crap, guys! I
This
just
is
feel
a
like
real
paying my
guy. This is a
workers-
real person.
Holy crap, guys! I feel
Oh.
like paying my workers a proper wage. What's wrong with me?
Niall, it's
Someone
okay to
needs to
make fun
kill
of him
me.
because
No,
he
I don't-
created
I-
a hostile
I get that
work
it's
environment.
okay that we can make
So
fun
we
of
can
him. I
say
just don't
whatever
need
we
to
want
say that he
about him.
sniffs snot off the wall.
We can't be liable for anything he says because we could say that he was canceled, and then we can do the episode where we go to his house and we throw bricks in his walls, and then he has to escape and go to Springfield.
What?
That's what happens in these things.
Oh, you took the Family Guy crossover?
Yeah,
Where Peter gets canceled and goes to Springfield?
remember that? Does anyone remember the first 10 minutes of The Simpsons guy?
That'd be an awesome.
I think about the image of like Peter drawing himself like leaving, saying like, "Oh, Gordon hated it." It's like there's something very somber and soft about it, but at the same time, it's just him, just like
on to the next chapter. I think
I just want to remind chat that Ready to Start Cast is always accepting, criticism or feedback, of any kind. So if you're dissatisfied with what you viewed today, just let us know, and we'll be sure to take that.
Niall is
forward.
very open to your critiques about his performance today. That's very like big of you, Niall.
I'm imagining, sorry, real quick, the like establishing shot where the Griffins look over Springfield, but it's like Andre Seegers instead. It's like,
Like Andre instead of the Family Guy.
Yeah, it's like live action Andre Seegers standing in,
That'd
like,
be pretty funny because that's not how the original scene went. So that's pretty interesting. How do you think of that?
Are you like patronizing me?
No. Right, look at Alien.
Where?
That was so scary. That was like a Five Nights at Freddy's jump scare noise.
What was this? And then I had to like full screen. No, I wouldn't do that. Well, I'm not going to do that. This time.
Remember we were talking about Shadow?
Who?
yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Maria. I'm your
We've
friend.
never spoken.
Do you think I could voice Shadow? I don't think I could. I think I could voice Knuckles.
Can you give us the Knuckles?
I could
Give us
voice
the Knuckles.
Luigi. Luigi would go like, what does he say? He goes,
What does Luigi
What-
say? As if you don't know everything that Luigi has
sorry,
ever said.
Sorry, take a step back. What happened to Knuckles?
Knuckles, he's around. I mean, his show was like,
Yeah.
You said you were going to voice him.
whoa, wait,
Yeah,
is
what
that
happened?
Knuckles? Knuckles, is that you?
It's me.
Yo, Knuckles, I'm such a big fan of
Oh, that's so great, Seed.
a lot of your projects. I enjoy.
Yeah.
That's hey, Knuckles. What brings you here, Knuckles, the echidna, the last of your tribe? Sorry to bring it up.
Oh, that's okay. I just wanted to get a break from the Master Emerald and come see my friends.
Oh, it's great that you're really opening up, Knuckles. You get cooped up on that island for so long, you forget what life's all about. Sometimes I feel.
My dick hurts.
It's hard sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
It's so hard.
Where's the emerald now? By the way.
Oh, I was just... Actually, let me just go take... Oh.
What?
I gotta go, guys.
Is that Angel Island crashing into the ocean?
Yeah, I gotta go.
Oh my God, Knuckles.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Please take care of that. Please take care. I wish you could have stayed though. I was about to do a really good,
Yeah.
cool Luigi voice.
Well, can we hear it? I guess.
No.
I'm trying to
Hey
think of
guys,
things he says.
I left for a second.
Niall!
Canonically, and now I'm back. Yeah.
You left? You
Yeah.
completely missed what just happened.
What happened?
I was about to tee up my Luigi voice.
Well, by all means, don't let me stop you.
Okay, well, he goes like, I'm trying to think of what he says in the game. I was thinking of like so many like quotes and like moments. He goes like, yeah. What does he say? What does he say?
Luigi?
See,
The Mario brother?
See, you complain more than anyone about how long this show goes on for, and then you get to your what does Luigi say bit? Like, oh, what does he
This
say?
isn't
Oh,
even a bit. I can't act. I actually cannot remember.
He goes, oh yeah, Wahoo and Luigi time.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
like all he says.
Wahoo! Yahoo! That was it. Yahoo! That was the quote. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you so much. You could help me earlier. by
That
the
was
way.
really good. I mean, I can't
It
even
was
fault you for
good,
that.
wasn't it? I wasn't kidding. I was like excited to show that off, and I completely forgot like anything Luigi says. It's like, oh yeah, Elman. Ho-ho! Yeah, ho-ho! That's
We
pretty
can't.
good. That's good.
How are you
That
trying to
was-
voice?
other segments.
How are you voicing all these characters with voice actors? You need to work on your Eggman. They're gonna need a new one soon.
Oh, that is true, baby.
Hey, anyway, anyone watch or play anything this week, Rosa?
Yes. So, recently I started playing a game called Zenless Zone Zero.
Can you talk about a
It is
different
the
game?
I'm going to be quick with it. It is the latest gotcha game by Miiverse.
I don't approve of this,
Over-
by the way. I don't support her on this.
Rosa, come on.
Hey, let's not be mean.
Hey, I
Give her a
already-
second.
She has an issue. All right, and this is dangerous. She's not allowed to play these games.
Okay, but Rosa, I'm very interested to hear about this game. Go ahead.
I've mostly been playing for this one character.
Oh yeah, I know which one.
That's how it starts.
I already got like the banner card character, so it's like it's just that character I want.
So I don't really need to keep playing. Like, I can stop now. I'm satisfied.
No, I don't
with-
need to be pulling because there's really any characters they have for you to pull.
Well, I know one character's
Which-
making you pull out.
Whoa!
There's
Hey!
simply no way.
Hey!
I'm gonna put that
yo.
character on screen. Anyway, keep talking.
But yeah, so like not a lot of characters. So like so far it's like, oh, I like most of their designs. Their design line is a lot more diverse compared to like something like Genshin Impact, because they actually have like a huge ass bear, which is like really cool, and then like, ooh, this one here.
There's no
This
bears
one.
in Genshin. It's all twinks.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry. I put him on the screen already. Oh.
And there's just like this robot guy. He kind of reminds me of Deadpool.
Really? Does he turn to the camera and say
Yeah.
like,
Hi, guys. Hey,
I mean, he's very eccentric, and I do like the cutscenes. It's very animated for a Genshin game, but that's a lot to say. But I've been enjoying it. I kind of play here and there. I like the little robots. It's very small scale compared to something like Genshin, which is like open world. This one is just like you have missions to do it, and there you go. And there's a story.
It's kind of like Luigi's Mansion 2, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I like that game, so.
What other character? If you're talking about the Shark Girl, it's like I already got her, and then it's just like the title
The
character.
VTuber?
No, different one. No, this game has like a Shark Girl, and for some reason they just like emphasize a lot on her. Like, I mean, you see it, but like I'm not gonna say much else on that. Apparently there's a Zenless Zero event in New York, so I'm gonna go and see if I get free stuff for the game. Wish me luck. But on bigger news, I played a classic DS game
That's
called
bigger news.
yeah,
What is it?
it is called Ghost Trick.
Ghost Trick. That's a classic?
Yeah, it's a classic. It's a game. It's a Capcom game where you wake up and find yourself as a spirit, and you are greeted by another spirit named Ray. He comes up to you and tells you, "Hey, it looks like you're gonna need my help. Just follow my instructions, and you'll be able to do this. You'll be able to help out this little lassie here who's about to get shot."
So, real quick, Steve, you asked if Ghost Trick is like a real classic. The best way you can test this, you have at least one mutual. Everyone has one mutual who's like, "Oh, you haven't played Ghost Trick yet? Dude, you gotta play Ghost Trick." It's one of those games where like
One of those like, oh, you gotta play it. It changed my
Yeah.
life.
you're always gonna have at least one mutual who's gonna be
Yeah.
like, "You need to play this."
It's so good. Like one of the services and like mentioned it. Like our friend Alice like finished it. It's like, well, I just finished Ghost Trick. It's really good. And Kelsey was like, yeah, people should play Ghost Trick, and everyone was saying you should play Ghost Trick. Like, okay, I'll play. And I beat it within 2 days. And God, that was such a good game. The puzzles are like fun to solve. Like you're as a ghost, you have the ability to control objects or make them do stuff. So you're gonna have to find each object and use them for the proper context. Oh my god, and that little dog there, that's Missile. He dies for a bit.
Just for a bit, though.
Just for a bit.
DoesTheDogDie.com. I don't know if I can play this.
But there's still like, and the mystery is like compelling. Like you're trying to figure out who your character was. Why was he murdered?
Right.
And what does this have to do with this girl named Lynn? And Lynn, she is great. She is fantastic. She is so funny.
Uh-huh.
And it's just the art is great, the visuals are fantastic, the mystery is compelling, the gameplay is addicting. It's like when you've solved something, it's like, ha! I'm a Columbo now. I'm Columbo. You
Sweet.
feel like a Columbo.
So it sounds like you're really you're having a great time with Ghost Trick.
Yeah, I already beat the game, and God, that was a real Ghost Trick. When it all comes together, when everything finally makes sense, it was beautiful. Made me cry. I
See-
loved it.
See, I think you would like the woman in this game the same way you're attracted to Bridget.
Oh, what are we talking about? What?
The girl woman in this game. I think you would like her the same way you're attracted to Bridget.
Oh, and the sunglasses, I see.
What? Okay. I never. All right. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you.
Go on, Rose.
Thank you, Ryan.
I don't know what that means either.
Anything else about Ghost Trick?
It's really fun. I
How
don't
many-
want
how
to
many-
talk too much.
How many tricks out of 5 do you give it?
I give it a 7.
7 tricks out of 5. Well, there you have it. All right.
And one more thing I want to mention. Just started listening to this band called The Peggies, and I really love their song "Stand By Me." So check that out. Good band.
Stand By Me. That's a classic song.
Timon and Pumbaa
By
sang
the
that song.
Piggies.
The piggy, the warthog.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I was a young warthog.
What about you, Seep and Nile? Did you guys watch or play anything this week?
Yeah.
I want to hear what you watch, Ryan.
Do you want me to talk about Despicable Me 4? Is that what you're trying to bait me into?
I kind of do. I mean, Niall, would you rather go before or after Despicable Me 4?
See, here's the thing. Unfortunately, I don't even think I have one this week. I've been kind of no-lifing Final Fantasy XIV, and I don't want to talk about that here.
That's
So,
perfectly respectable of you.
I honestly don't have anything. So
I think that's fine. I usually don't have anything.
Okay, I'm gonna talk about Despicable
actually,
Me.
no, I do have something. I'll have it when we get to me.
All right,
Okay.
I'll talk
Never
about
mind.
I'll talk about Despicable Me 4 in Minion language, so only real ones will get it.
Oh, this is going to be really good, everybody.
Yeah, this is going to be really good. Yeah.
Can I promote my plush before you do this?
What do you mean, everyone leaves? They love it. Fine, I'll talk about it for real. Okay, hold on. So me and Lou, she was there too. Don't forget that. We both.
Okay, that's not going to help your case.
We both went to go see Despicable Me 4 in IMAX this week. And
Extra wasted money.
so
It's a freaking
Go ahead,
Rub
Ryan, I'm
commercial
sorry.
movie. I mean, IMAX. Did they even shoot it for IMAX?
well, okay. Lou likes going to the movies at 10 in the morning, and the earliest Despicable Me showing was in IMAX.
Really uncool of you to throw Lou under the bus for your Despicable Me opinions.
That's kind of dirty, Ryan.
What do you mean?
Really
I just
not
let
cool.
everyone know the context of why we
Really
saw
not
it.
cool.
I just let everyone know why we saw it in
You could have
IMAX.
just omitted. You could have just omitted that you saw it in IMAX. Honestly,
That's true.
I
Yeah,
thought-
you
You were
I
were
setting.
thought-
You're saying I saw it in IMAX, and you were setting us up and saying oh, why would you do that? And it's oh, well, it was freaking low. So.
No, I thought everyone would think it's silly and quirky that we saw it in IMAX. I didn't expect to be scoffed at.
Yeah, Lou might still be here also. Lou was here a second ago. Think about that.
She's watching Artie play Dark Pact in the Discord I saw.
Oh, I see.
Okay, so we won't. Will be a Lou free episode.
Yeah.
Wow.
Until Lou starts running in.
Oh boy.
Anyway, we saw Despicable Me 4.
I made 4 of those.
It's all right.
I made 6, honestly.
That's true.
Think about it.
Yeah.
This is definitely I don't even know what else to say about it that has been said. There's 8 plots in this movie.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of seems like it's exactly what. Ryan, tell me, do the girls have more than 10 minutes of screen time? Would you say? Would the Despicable Me 4? Okay, so the Despicable Me 4, but only when the girls are on screen video, would it be longer than 10 minutes?
A bit longer. Not by too much. And my proof of this is the oldest one, Edith, I think is the oldest one.
Miranda Cosgrove.
Yeah, her. They start a plot for her and then don't continue the plot. They make it so she's nervous about going to school, and Gru drops her off at school, and then he picks her up and she got bullied at school, and then they don't continue this plot thread whatsoever, and then she just kind of stands in the background for the rest of the movie. There's a lot of plots in this movie that don't build anything. The Mega Minions that you've seen in all the trailers, I can describe their entire plot. There's the intro scene where they get made, and there's one short comic scene where they kind of help out in the town and mess up a lot, and then they get disbanded for doing bad, and then they get called back in to help with the climax of the film, and then they don't actually help with the climax of the film. They appear after the villain is defeated to keep Steppy on him.
That's a little funny. I was saying earlier that the minions are pretty funny. That's a little funny.
They don't participate in the climax like you think they would. They participate after the climax.
That's just so crazy because they were the entire emotional core of that first movie, and it just
Minions.
feels so weird. No.
Niall, to be clear, I was talking about the Mega Minions just now.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the girls still. I completely lost it.
No, you thought you thought this was a rabbit. We were talking about
Maybe.
the Mega Minions.
Yeah.
No, like
We already moved on from the girls.
Like I said, the Mega Minions have one comedic scene they have in the city that goes on for like 2 or 3 minutes, and they go away for the rest of the movie because they get disbanded for doing that, and they come back after the climax is ended to help stop the villain, like just kick him while he's down.
Why do you think... This is like an open question for anyone. Why do you think they make the movies like this?
Like completely disconnected and not building towards anything.
Yeah.
I think a lot of these
This isn't the first time
movies...
they've done this.
No, the third one is like this too. I don't think these movies... my hot take is I think the Minions movies unironically have better plot structure than the more recent Despicable Me movies. Like they actually have like build up and like payoff, which is funny to say.
They're, like main characters who are together and they work towards something.
Yeah, like Rise of Gru has like an actual like emotional story arc with like Gru and like that older guy. Like there's actually a story there. My theory is like I think they just know these movies are like gag machines and they just don't care that much about like connecting it all. It's like everything in these movies is excuses for like just more gags is kind of my thing. But like I also think that comes to a problem like you can't really build upon gags if like you just abandon things like that.
I'm about to gag. That's what I say when I'm watching Despicable Me.
Whoa!
I mean, it wasn't the worst thing ever.
Okay.
The villain was pretty boring. He might be the worst of the villains they've done in these movies.
Oh, really?
What was the villain's deal?
He like hates Gru because Gru stole his song during the talent show. He and Gru don't really interact throughout the movie, and he's kind of on his own, so you don't get a lot of like fun scenes with him or anything. He's just kind of with his girlfriend going, "Oh, I am going to get Gru! I am going to find Gru!" And then you cut back every once in a while for him so he can like announce that basically. And then he's just not that funny.
So he's basically an unfunny Pops doppelganger.
What?
Remember in regular show, there was like this guy that looks like Pops that was high in the grass because he was so pissed off at him. And he was just there this whole time, and then finally it paid off.
Yeah, but like weird comparison.
It is like so unfunny version of that.
I guess so.
Is it?
I mean, he's always like, "I'm gonna get that Pops any minute now."
I actually don't remember this character.
No, I do. I know what she's talking about. She's telling the truth.
You've watched it more recently than me.
Yeah. Gru meets like a girl who wants to be a villain named Poppy, and she's all right. I feel like
she was in the trailer. She has like an epic cat character.
I think I liked her because when she was on screen, like things actually happened in the movie. Like there's like a fun heist with her.
Do you think Gru likes her more than he likes his daughters?
He interacts with her more than he interacts with his daughters in this movie, for sure.
What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do with the daughters? What are they gonna do with them?
They gotta like do something because like my theory is like Despicable Me as a franchise is really carried by like when the animators are having fun. So like you could tell they were like doing scenes with Gru, Lucy, and the Minions because they're more like cartoon guys you could do slapstick with. But the girls like can't because like they're really real little girl characters. So you can kind of tell they're bored with them. Like any scene with them is like, okay, just in and out, in and out, in and out. We want to get to
should send them to like fairy school.
Yeah, like my thoughts like just have them be like at grandma's house next time, and just have like Gru, Lucy, and the Minions go on a mission. Like who cares? The weird thing about this movie, and I've talked about this, I think, in some places, it has like a dance party ending with like every single character in the Despicable Me universe, and like that's not a joke. Like the villains from Minions show up in this, like both sets of villains from Minions show up in this, like the full team from the second one, the couple from the first one. Drew, for his brother, is in this like dance party ending where they go to their backyard. His neighbor character from the first movie is in this dance party ending.
I really don't even remember that one. That's a wow.
Like the Minions specifically from Minions are there's like Bob the Minion with his teddy bears there.
Oh my god.
Every character from this franchise appears in this dance party ending, and I'm like thinking like, is this the last one or something? because it doesn't.
That really does feel final, huh?
But it's weird because
But they're making another Minions.
Yeah, and they're probably making a 5th one of this, and it's weird because like nothing about this movie feels like the last one at all. Like it's not any bigger or grander than like the 3rd or 2nd one in any
it's
way
interesting.
possible.
It's neither a big send off nor a grand return. It's just another one of these.
Yeah.
Right?
So
It
it's
feels like
go on.
no, I don't know. This feels like it's something like done without context made for us.
Does Gru still have a dog?
Yeah, the dog's in the movie for like a few scenes.
That dog is like gonna die.
Of what? It's not even the dog.
What is it? Man, we need more characters like Gru's dog.
What do you mean?
It's not a dog.
That's basically a dog.
But you
I don't know,
get what I
doesn't-
mean. It's so bizarre
Just
to
call
have,
it
No,
a-
yeah.
to like bring all these characters back, like every single like characters who aren't in the movie at any other point, like reappear during this final scene with like brand new models updated for like the render machine they have now, just to like appear for a few seconds. So
Maybe they're planning something big.
the,
Gru, all of your past villains have returned.
the banker guy from the first movies in this at this dance party.
You could just be making stuff up. Like,
You know what I
Well,
mean? Like,
like Xavier.
who?
no, I know what you mean.
The Xavier guy. What's his face?
Xavier?
Yeah, what about him? The one that was on the moon at the end of the first
Yeah,
movie.
Vector?
Vector.
Victor!
Of course Vector's there. Vector's there. El Macho's there. South Park guy is there. The 2 villain couple from Minions is there. The entire 5 is from Minions. Rise of Gru is there. Like I said, every fucking character is in this dance party for some reason.
Ryan, I'm imagining this dance party in my head, and for some reason, it's like unshakably, it's playing the credits theme from the Bob's Burgers movie as everyone is dancing.
No, it's Gru. It's Gru and new villains. Like everybody wants to rule the world.
Oh,
What?
okay.
Yeah.
I like that song. They can't do that.
No, it's awesome. Gru sings and he goes, "Welcome to your life."
Oh, I feel myself shriveling like a grape.
I just don't get why they did this ending for like such like another Despicable Me movie. Like,
Yeah.
like it's supposed to like mean something. Like I was saying, like, is this supposed to mean something? Like, is this like telling
That's
that
the wrong question to be asking
No,
in
it's
an
like,
Illumination Studios movie.
is this the last one? Is that what they're telling me, or is this building to something bigger? What's happening right now?
I'm
they're
going to
just
give them the most faith in the world, Illumination. I think they just want to have as much fun as possible, and they thought that would be a fun thing to do.
That's probably the
it's that
answer. No,
simple.
that's probably the answer.
It is true, because there's not much, like, it doesn't seem like much else about, like the plot or anything is super coherent. It just
No.
seems
Yeah.
like, what if the Minions were superheroes? Bam, done it. They should just be making, like, freaking Looney Tunes shorts on, like, Peacock.
Right.
I think they like making the Minions movies more than these, because I think also Gru gets to be like despicable in those movies still. I think the Minions franchise might end up being stronger than the Despicable Me franchise, honestly.
Despicable Me franchise is more like weighing it down, I feel. Like I can't imagine at this point what is more appealing about Despicable Me than just doing Minions.
Because
Right.
you get like Minions at their peak.
Yeah.
And then you get like Gru when he's still like evil, so he's more fun.
And he's a relatable child character at the same time.
And again, like I said, like they have like an actual like emotional tie through in Minions, but like not this, which is funny.
Yeah. Maybe perhaps
Someone in
it's
chat
too
to this, it doesn't have the girls, which is probably helping a lot. They don't have to cut back to the
Right.
girls.
Yeah.
When Gru didn't have a wife that wanted to watch Orange. Girls! Weird dog! And a baby! Gru!
Oh,
Ski Bachelor!
I should mention, if you're going to see this movie, make sure you remember Lucky the Goat from Despicable Me 3.
The unicorn
good call.
goat?
I'll remember
yeah,
now.
Yeah, remember Agnes's like 2-scene like subplot in the third movie?
I actually do remember that because I remember thinking, like, it was so like, why did that happen?
That's vital to this one. You need to know
Okay.
that. Her plot in this movie is like the goat gets taken away when they're going undercover because like they take the dog and the goat. And she's like, I hope the girl remembers me. And she spends the whole movie worrying about him forgetting about her. So, like, you need to. I know Lou, when we saw this movie, turned over and we said, she's a goat?
Oh. Hey, super minions. Be sure to watch Despicable Me 3 if you want to be introduced to the goat character. Excelsior. Yeah.
Two more things real quick.
Okay.
Lou said she didn't mind the minions in this movie. She said she thought they were kind of fun.
See?
So let everyone know. Second, I think it's very important everyone knows Pharrell Williams' song about Drake plays over like Minions' wacky shenanigans in the credits.
I bet
crazy.
I bet he sees Drake as a little minion.
Imagine it was Kendrick's.
But like Kendrick's diss track over the Minions doing like pinball.
I just want to see how they make. Where would they have like the A minor hit?
No. That's gonna be in the Lego movie, starring Pharrell.
That's true.
Because Kendrick is in that.
That is a fact. That will happen.
Kendrick Lamar is in that movie in Lego form.
Yeah.
In
No, the Minions are going to
Lego
get BBL
form.
Drizzy. That's what they get.
Okay.
I think my prediction for the Lego Pharrell movie is there will be a Lego Minion in it, because like Minions is like too important to his story now. The biggest scene where he meets the Minions, because like it's under the same like overall brand.
Yeah, it's Universal. He's gonna be like, and then I found a little studio called Universal.
And then
that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna end on like a commercial of him going to Universal, and it's like, and it changed my life, and my life's been better ever since.
And a bunch of Lego Minions come running out.
Yes, and then they all sing "Everybody Wants to."
Again.
Well, every character from every Pharrell movie.
Every Pharrell movie, all one of them.
Pharrell movie.
Yeah.
Niall,
Is that anime girl gonna pop up?
Oh, from It Girl, his hit song "It Girl."
Yeah.
It Girl. I know that one. Niall, you said you watched or played something this week. What was it?
Well, I didn't really, but Seep, did you have something did we skip yours? I can be last. Mine's not very like depth filled.
I don't know. I almost watched Despicable Me 4.
Almost.
I saw like 5 seconds of it on the highway because there was a drive-in playing it. And like the person I was in the car with was like, "Look, they're showing Despicable Me 4." And I was like, "Really?"
You should have yelled, "Turn around!"
Oh yeah, I mean it already started. I was like, yeah, I won't be getting the full experience anyway, I guess. But it felt a little magical, just seeing like a floating projection of Despicable Me 4 just in the night sky. But no, and I was almost gonna see it with that person, but instead we watched Inside Out 2.
Okay, that's something. There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you really lost out here, though. Like, you saw Inside Out 2. I saw
I think I picked the wrong one.
I saw Despicable Me 4, so I mean...
Yeah. I'm starting to have, like, buyer's regret about it.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I won't go on too long about it, because it's like a good Pixar movie. I was thinking about this. This isn't, like, a novel thought, I guess. But you can split, I think, most Pixar sequels into like their good sequels and their bad sequels. I say that as like a very simple binary. I think like a lot of their bad sequels aren't even like bad really, but they are like I don't know. I think up until this point, basically all their good sequels were the Toy Story movies.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't disagree. I'm like,
yeah, I'm thinking, but I don't think
I have a soft spot in my heart for Monsters University, but I also know it's like not a fully good movie. Like it's like 1/3 of a good movie.
Right. Yeah, and that's kind of the thing. Like, I think the only Pixar sequel I haven't seen is Cars 3, somehow.
Mm.
But I've seen all the other ones, and I think most of them I watched, I kind of went like, yeah, that was nice. That was like cute. That was like, none of them were really things I was really asking for. Like like an expansion on the Finding Nemo universe. It was never really like a necessary request of mine. But it doesn't really like ruin the universe of.
You better
You know,
like Cars 2.
Monsters Inc.
I got the Cars 2 playset for my birthday when it came out. And if you
Cars
don't,
2 is. Oh, please continue your.
And if you don't like Cars 2, then you hate. I don't know. I was trying to do like a joke about like people on Twitter who like are defensive about Cars 2 and how like they probably got like the Cars playset when they were like 12 and it was the best day of their life.
You hate little kids who like to play with toys.
I hate adults who are little kids who like to play with toys.
Oh, okay. That's fine. I mean, you know, glass houses, Ryan.
You see that scene, but didn't you see that scene like you weren't like you didn't get a bunch of people angry at you for like getting a Scott the Wells joke.
Well, I mean, you know, I'm normal. They're crazy.
I know.
Yeah, we're all very normal here, as evidence today has shown.
But anyway, that is basically all to say. I think this is the first Pixar sequel since one of the Toy Stories. I can't really say which one, like honestly, that felt like one of the good sequels, I'd say.
Okay.
Like, I would put it in that because it was very much like it wasn't like just that it was good. It felt like it seemed like they started working on it like while they were making the first one in a way where it just feels like a very natural extension of the ideas brought up in the first Inside Out movie, as opposed to like them kind of scrounging together like, oh, well, what do we got here? What can we do? We have all these characters. So they do fall into that. Like, I think Incredibles 2 was one where it kind of felt like they didn't know what to do.
How could you tell?
Surprise too, because there was so many years where people were clamoring for like a second one.
Well, I think
After all this time.
well, I think what happened with Incredibles 2 is I know the date got moved up, so they probably didn't have time for like another draft with that one.
That one kind of stings for me because that Incredibles is a movie where when you watch it and when that movie ends, I think not many Pixar movies have this. That when that movie ends, you're kind of like, I could like watch a sequel of that. Like they should do another one of those. I remember like when they first announced it, I think there was a lot of interest.
Yeah, I mean that was always the big one for years until it came out. Was like them making Incredibles 2, and then it came out and it was a movie.
Yeah, but this one, Inside Out 2, pretty good. I don't know where I'd place it compared to the first one. I mean, I feel like the general thoughts on the first one, people tend to like it, right? I mean,
people like it, but like I think people who can kind of get this is maybe mean to say. I like it. I think people like it, but I think people who are very cinema sins about movies get very pedantic about some details in that movie and causes not to like them. I'm very much willing to like look past like leaps in logic or whatever for the movie's good, and I think the movie's good, so it's fine.
Yeah, even then, it's like kind of like when latent logic happens in like a movie, it's just like it just does that. Things like you can't take it like 100% seriously or realistically because like you're gonna be like that nerd from The Simpsons, like that's the wrong bone. Why don't you kill yourself?
And these are like very much like very emotionally driven movies, like literally probably more than any other Pixar movie, just on a literal level. But yeah, I mean, I hadn't seen the first movie since it first came out. I feel like just because it is a very like simple movie. Like, it's pretty good, but it's like, I feel like there's not much I don't remember about it.
Right.
It's a very universal concept. And this movie is like that too. Not really in a bad way, but it's just very, I don't know. It's easy to get into. Like if you haven't, honestly, if you've never even seen the first movie, I think you'd probably have no issues getting into this one, because it is just like, it's such a universal concept for something. Like everybody has feelings. Everybody knows what it's like to be happy and sad.
Me.
And oh, Ryan. What emotions do you have? What's in your Inside Out brain?
Yeah.
Anger, lust, gluttony, wrath.
You're just sinful. You're just a sinner.
I like that you have anger and wrath.
Luigi.
Oh, and Luigi.
He's
Okay.
up there.
What a terrible world for Luigi to live in.
Oh no! Where?
I mean, yeah, canonically, that is.
What about? I'm Pooh. Remember Family Guy?
I'm Pooh. Yeah. I wonder if we'll get like a Pooh emotion in there in one of these.
What are you
movies, 'cause I
even
think,
saying?
Well, I think the plan is, I think they're definitely going to make more of these.
They said like they wanted to explore like Riley's whole life was kind of their idea.
Yeah. And it seems like based on this one, I imagine probably the formula is we'll see like new emotions and like new parts of the subconscious mind as things go on.
And then guys on Twitter be like, where was this emotion during the last movie? Did they not think of this?
Right, yeah. No, but they have like a scene. They have a scene where we go inside like the parents' minds, and then like their anxiety is like behind like a curtain. And it's like they were there the whole time.
That's kind of funny, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like you said, like you can nitpick these movies, but it's very like, whatever. It's fine. You can introduce
Yeah,
new
like
emotions.
like imagine like having it be so pedantic. Like imagine watching Toy Story 3 and then seeing Mr. Potato as like a tortilla, a wet tortilla. It's like, oh, when did he do that? Huh? I guess he could control the world now, huh?
Whoa! I guess if he stuck his hand to the earth, he could control it now, huh? Is that how that works?
They should have thought of that. Well, Pixar should have thought of that one.
So also, sorry, I liked your idea that Pooh would be the emotion introduced later. Like, she can't go to the bathroom yet. Like, she has to gain the Pooh emotion still.
And
That's
that is
not
one
going
of the,
to happen.
that is one of the things where it's like, is it that she literally never had these emotions before, or is it that they're just so extreme that they need their own manager for them? I mean, there's all kinds of like things that don't really need to be answered about
When you get IPS, you get the Pooh emotion.
Right. When Pooh becomes just such a forefront aspect of your life.
This is already the gross out episode. We can't talk any more about the Pooh emotion. I actually think we can't.
I'm just trying to start a discussion. What's wrong with that? You're always trying to shut down the left-wing media is
They're
always
already
trying
saying
to
it.
shut
They're already
down
saying
our
it. Even with the delay, they're saying gross out episode.
Oh,
Dude,
I'm
Ricky,
sorry.
this is the
Alright.
Grosso episode. Oh!
I wonder though, if we're gonna see her go to like college and like be old and stuff, like, will we be getting really adult emotions? I don't know. I'm wondering if, because like the original concept for the first movie was have like 25 emotions.
Right.
Is there gonna be a point where we see the inside of her head and it's just like
Too
the
many
Comic-Con,
cooks?
like like too many cooks, exactly. Where there's just like a bunch of emotions. A lot of them have like overlap in what they are. Like we do get like, oh, there's anger, but there's also like frustration and wrath and violence. I don't know. That's something I kind of thought of. Like, they do kind of touch on that, where like fear really likes anxiety, which is kind of interesting because they are kind of similar. They're kind of similar emotions, but there's very like minute. You can like split the hairs on how exactly that manifests. So I wondered, like, I don't know, will they expand? Will the brain become like, a full like Office Space? we should get like a workplace comedy where there's like 50 emotions, and they're all like, it's sort of like The Office, Wouldn't that be like...
they already got what's her name from The Office in this
Oh
movie.
yeah, they got
True.
the list from The Office. That's true. That'd be pretty funny if they did that. They should do
You know,
that
I
for the
saw
marketing.
something around on, and I don't know if this is real or not, if this was just like a rumor, that they were saying like there's going to be like an Inside Out show on Disney Plus.
Oh, I
having to
think
do
there
with dreams.
is. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. That's real.
So that might
Oh.
actually be happening.
It's like
but we'll
a
see.
Monsters at Work, Inside Out.
Yeah,
TV show.
something comparable to that.
I
Which
can't
I guess
wait.
it kind of already is like a workplace, but
Yeah,
I can't wait to meet the new Tyler Tuskman.
I wonder. The first thing that comes to mind if they do that is like some kind of like anthology where we go in a different mind per episode. Maybe that's a little ambitious.
Oh, they go to different Pixar characters' minds.
Oh my god!
The
Imagine the
multiverse
Woody
is
emotions.
expanded.
Imagine Lightning McQueen, Lightning McQueen's emotions.
That's so funny because I can imagine that so vivid. Have they done that? Or am I just
No.
thinking of when Cars did that for other Pixar movies?
Oh yeah, they did the movies in Cars. Yeah.
They
Like
could do
at
that
the
for
drive-in.
Inside Out. We could have like Woody's emotions, and they all have like Woody hats. You know.
Pretty good.
That'd
They
be-
go
that's
in
a $1 million
Heimlich's, they
idea.
go in Heimlich's brain, and they're all multicolored Heimlichs.
I had to think for a second. through Heimlich.
You don't remember Heimlich?
I remember Heimlich. I knew I was. I was going through.
How
I was
could you
thinking of,
forget
like-
about me?
I remembered the voice you did, and that made me think it was a pig character, which made me think of the three.
They go into Hopper's brain, and and there's hunger, the emotion, and the hunger emotion goes, "Where's my food?"
Oh my god. Yeah, that'd be pretty good.
That would be pretty funny.
We've gone on a little long on this.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's Inside Out 2. Pretty good sequel.
Now, did you
Oh, you know,
watch
I have one
Spider-Man?
more thing to say about Inside Out 2 before we leave it alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Inside Out 2 it has made Pixar the most money of any movie they've ever made.
What the hell? How did that happen?
Just by movie grossing sales. It is the top selling one for them. This one.
Even more than Good Dinosaur?
Yes. And it is the top, like, I want to say, yeah, the fourth on the biggest animated films ever for grossing.
Wow.
That's actually kind of surprising. I
was very surprised to hear it.
sometimes
Yeah.
like the random sequels just do like obscenely good.
Yeah, because everybody was talking
Right.
about Incredibles 2 when that was coming out. Like, I remember that was like a sensation. Like, that made so much money. But this is the most.
I guess
Inside
it's
Out
just,
2.
Yeah, because we haven't really had Pixar movies doing well recently.
Well, that's on Disney and
Yeah,
Pixar.
I mean, there's
Yeah.
all kinds of reasons for that, but it is. I think it that just does make this a little like surprising to see that they just turn it around just like that. So I guess I don't know. I guess their plans to do just more sequel stuff. Maybe it'll
Yeah.
pay off further, or maybe this will just make it 10 times funnier when Finding Nemo 3 flops. We'll just have to see, I guess.
Everyone draws the line when they make Finding Nemo 3. Like, all right, that's enough.
Yeah, I mean, you already tried. I don't know. I can see a lot of people going like, "Wait, you already tried something like this. We already had Finding Dory. What's next? Like Finding Marlin? I don't know, you guys. I don't know how much gas is in this
Oh, that
tank.
sounds like an absolutely dismal movie.
Finding Marlin.
Marlin.
Oh, but what are they gonna do for that though? Because Ellen says she's like quitting Hollywood.
Yeah, that's true. They can't even make another one unless they recast her.
They can't do that.
She
What
was
would we
the
do with
soul.
her?
Maybe she already recorded for it. Maybe it's in the works and we just don't know
Oh,
about it.
true. Maybe they were like simultaneously recorded all the movies for like years of sequels, like Avatar
Yeah,
2.
who knows?
Yeah.
We'll see it in 2026 along with Shrek 5.
Yeah, and Toy Story 5 and freaking yeah.
Anyway, Niall, did you watched or played something, right?
I listened to something. You guys ever heard the song "That's How I Beat Shaq" by Aaron Carter?
Yeah! Hey, I heard
So it goes a little something like
this.
So in 2000, Aaron Carter released a song called "That's How I Beat Shaq," and it is a song about how Aaron Carter supposedly
I believe him.
I know.
defeated Shaq on the basketball court.
O'Neal?
Shaquille O'Neal himself.
Yeah.
And I don't really have a tremendous amount to say about this, but the other day I listened to it on loop for a couple hours while I was working on something because I couldn't
Are you
focus.
okay?
No, I'm not. And I just want everybody to go listen to it. This is a call to action. Everyone in chat, right now, even if you feel like it, Go
Well-
listen to That's How I Beat Shaq by Aaron Carter and experience that. Just for me.
I actually did not. This is the first I'm hearing about this.
Hmm.
I had no idea that's why that happens in the Lemon Demon song.
Yeah.
That's why that happens?
Yes.
Because he made a song about it.
Hmm.
In the Ultimate Showdown. That's why he beats up Shaquille O'Neal and they both
Yeah,
get
it was a
fined
very
by
popular
Batman.
song.
I
And a
didn't
popular
like-
story. This was a legend back in the day. I was 5 years old, but I remember it.
Yeah, I guess I just
Okay.
wasn't.
Why were
Okay.
you 5 years old?
Well, because it was the year 2000.
Okay, what does the year have to do with it? Why were you 5 in 2000? What's wrong with you?
That's when it happened. That's all I can say.
Yeah, you gotta work on yourself. I'm just gonna say it. I think he actually beat Shaq.
I think he did too.
No, all the like Shaq cells are always being like, no, it was a dream. His mom says it's a dream. He wakes up for the dream. I'm like, okay, two things. How do you get a jersey with the name O'Neal?
They reveal this at the end. I know people are still listening to it right now and they're not even watching the podcast right now, but just know that everybody here who doesn't want to listen to it, they try to play it off as a dream. It's not a dream. It is absolutely not a dream, no matter what they tell you.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
What I'm saying.
how would he get a jersey with the name O'Neal? And if it didn't happen, why are we watching recorded footage of it?
Right. You look in the music video and there he is. Shaquille O'Neal is there.
Yeah, I there's no way around it. Like, he beat Shaq.
Yeah.
you know,
So I don't know what the mom is up to.
If-
Maybe she's
if-
trying to stop Aaron from like spreading the word about something that like maybe there's some sort of government
You know what I
conspiracy.
think?
I don't know.
you know what I think.
What do you
Even
think?
if it was a dream, let's just
Mhm.
say, you know who else had a dream? And this dream changed the world.
Uh-huh. Go ahead.
Dr. King, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Yeah.
So never stop
Yeah.
dreaming, people. Never let anyone tell you. Never let anyone tell you. Never let anyone tell you. That's all I
Never
have to
let
say.
anyone tell you anything.
Never let anyone tell you.
Are you getting
Anyway, that's all I
sick?
had.
Did you hit your head? Ah, man, it was all a dream. I guess that thing can never really happen to me. But if it was a dream and it wasn't real, how'd I get a jersey with the name O'Neal?
What?
And
See,
then,
everybody who listened to that for the first time probably got their minds blown.
and then, like the Nintendo Direct, like Nintendo New York crowd goes, ah! And you want to take a few community questions?
Sure.
Okay. Zamama Piggin this time.
I really thought this was going to be like a sub 2 hour episode. I cannot believe we've already crossed 2 hours.
We
and
delayed
we're
it.
just now
We
doing
delayed it.
questions.
We delayed it so bad by like
That's
getting
true.
distracted. Like, so we kept getting distracted. We got one that says, "Please don't talk about the new norm again this start cast." Sorry.
We did that. Literally, if you go back, it's the first thing we did.
Yeah.
There's like only everyone's asking like shit post questions, and someone
Nobody
go-
takes us seriously.
Yeah, can someone
there-
go leave like a real question? None of us
I
watched
don't
this. So there's like, will Shrek 5 have drone humor? And did you guys vote for Zavok?
I mean, we did vote for
I did vote
for
I
Zavok,
trust that
actually,
we
yeah.
all voted. We did our part.
Yes. And I'm very thankful that.
The only real question is the Sausage Party cartoon, which none of us watched.
No, I
Well,
do not care about that. I'm
has it
sorry.
come out?
It's not my sort of genre.
Has it
I
come
do
out
not
already?
care.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even realize it came out. Okay.
Um,
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna blame our audience too bad because I mean,
Yo,
this is
Cal,
very
Will is declaring his question is real. His question is SpongeBob emotes on Roblox.
Let me think
Yes.
about that.
Okay, here's a real one from Alf Knoll. Steve, what are your thoughts on the Superman TV show?
my adventures with Superman.
Oh, don't spoil it though, because I haven't seen it yet. I actually.
Oh,
don't
I
know
won't
if it's-
spoil it.
I think people just want
I've
you
watched-
to like expand upon your posts about the show being like 10% horny.
Okay. I made a post where I said I've been watching this show, My Adventures with Superman. It's a pretty cute, nice show. It's I'm sorry, I'm distracted because I accidentally got a really tiny piece of tissue like stuck up my nose, and I'm gonna have to like get some tweezers
Oh
after the
my
show.
god.
I'm sorry, I didn't want to say it, but it was like weighing down on me really bad. I just needed to say that, so if I'm acting a little weird, that's why.
Okay.
No, but it's a show about
Oh,
Superman and his friends Lois Lane and Jimmy Olsen, and it's kind of like, I think in comparison to other Superman media, this one's really focused on like Clark Kent's like personal relationships. There's a lot of like building of his romance with Lois. Jimmy Olsen gets a lot of focus, which surprisingly I feel like a lot of, at least recent like Superman media, I feel like hasn't happened a lot. Like in those Zack Snyder movies, I think they killed Jimmy Olsen.
They just
Is one of
straight
those.
up just kill him.
Yeah. So that's pretty neat. I mean, I don't know a ton about, this is honestly like my introduction to a lot of the Superman like mythos.
That's kind of cool. I don't know. I'm glad.
Yeah. But I made an observation that I feel like at least like once per episode, there's like some creative or design decision that I feel like is driven just by the hand of pure lust. And I say pure lust because I don't know, when you say a show is horny, I think a lot of people like, you jump to like this very like fan servicey kind of image of things, and this doesn't not do that, but it feels very like self-indulgent, I'd say. Like it
Sure.
feels like there's a little something for everyone. Like there's always little things where I'm like, someone thought that this was like, you know, sexy or whatever. Like the most recent one that happens is like Superman gets a new transformation, and it like makes his shirt open up in his chest to like a huge like window like on his like bare chest.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets all like dark and like sexy kind of evil. I don't know. I mean, is that what is that what they wanted me to talk about, really?
I guess so, but you could talk about the show in general for a minute if you want.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I have much else to say about it. I mean, it's a nice show. I don't think it's like nothing really like too mind blowing. Like none of the, I wouldn't say any of like the character journeys are like super. It doesn't go in places that you wouldn't really expect, I guess. Like you can kind of tell like what they're setting up when they're setting it up. But it is executed like fairly nicely. Like, you know, I like the characters. I could say that I like have a better understanding of like who Lois Lane is and who Jimmy Olsen are based on these depictions, which I've heard they're pretty classic faithful, kind of like personality wise. Like people seem to be pretty happy with these depictions. So yeah, I mean it's pretty nice. Can I talk about something that's completely unrelated to any of this?
Yeah,
Sure.
by all
Sure.
means.
So some days ago, Ryan, do you remember that Minecraft stream you were on?
Oh yeah, with my boys.
Yeah, there was a stream on the Real Yo Cow, starring Alvin, Simon, and Theodore. And hey, go to painterseep.gimmeswag.com if you want to buy a collectible plush toy of Alvin. Here, let me get an image of it on the screen so people know what it is. I need to plug this.
I
I need to
pre-ordered my plush.
Yeah.
Me too.
Here, let me. Oh, that's a beautiful image.
Seep, are you sure this is the image that we need?
Yes.
Yeah, it perfectly conveys
Okay.
all the charm.
You're selling this, you understand?
Yeah.
Okay.
it's a really high quality. I have it in another room right now, but it's a high quality build. It squeaks when you squeeze it. And we're hoping to sell. I need to sell like 58 more of them.
Yeah.
In 2 weeks. Now's the 2 weeks notice right now. So yeah, you put the link in chat if you want. Do I have the power to do that?
Yeah. If you don't, just give the link to me and I'll do it.
Okay. Yeah, where's you can buy it? I don't know if that's hyperlinking. But anyway, so we did a stream recently to promote it. And I just wanted to tell you this here live, Ryan.
Yeah.
To like potentially embarrass you. I played one of the boys.
I know.
Alvin, Simon, and Theodore.
Yeah.
I had to stay in character. I think I got really. I started getting mad at you when you started doing like the Brental floss thing. I was actually
through
like,
this.
so. This stream was supposed to be like, you know, I thought of it like a few days prior. I brought it up to Will. Hey, why don't we have like a thing where like you're in Minecraft and you're like walking around the world and you have to kind of chaperone the 3 monkshrooms, Alvin, Simon, and Theodore, and they're all like in character, you know, and they're being annoying and you're kind of like, you got to kind of wrangle them along. So he invited a couple people to like join in on it, and Ryan, you were one of those people. And you,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you were really. So there was one point where we had like a jukebox, and it has like custom Mario music in it because we were playing in the Mario mashup pack. So she puts on the Yoshi's Island.
Yeah.
She put on the Yoshi's Island overworld theme, and she did this whole like, oh, look at me, look at this, and then she like turned it on, and then she started singing the lyrics to the Brental Floss Island.
I
parody.
just found this baby wrapped up outside my door, a tasty little snack for any dinosaur.
So when she did this, I recognized it as like, oh, this is one of those things Ryan is doing for like the week for no reason.
Oh yeah.
And she's using my stream as like an excuse to push this on everyone. And I was just like, at that point I was really just like, if you watch that you can tell like I'm kind of trying to be the one who's like, hey, why don't we like, you know, why don't we go like do some like platforming challenges to get like a music disc, or like hey, you know, a lot of these maps seem kind of broken. Let's go to Isle Delfino and play hide and seek.
Okay, now hold on. I was the one who led you all to that battleship. I brought you to a set piece.
Yeah, it's true.
That was a
like,
good thing that you did, I guess.
And who helped Theodore get up the block?
You did play the Yoshi's Island theme and start screaming the Brental Floss lyrics.
You're so mad about one part of the stream like that was like 3 hours long where I played along like the rest of it. I had like one Yoshi's Island silly moment and you're acting like it was like 12 hours of the stream.
It was a special kind, because usually
I'm just,
on
like,
this
looking
show
at Rosa right now, like
usually on this show, if you're
no.
doing something and it's like, if any of us are doing something, it's like, okay, we gotta kind of like.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear. What do you say now?
Oh, nothing. I was just doing a bit.
Oh,
If
okay. I was actually playing my gacha game.
Rosa, you need to like leave.
That's. I feel like I have the Yoshi flu now.
I'll pop him in the freezer now. Don't worry. I'm sure he'll keep for weeks.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, on this show, if anyone's acting up, we can just like, you know, give them a slap on the wrist and like straight to their
you
face.
say
Like
that.
we can be straight up. I can't do that as sweet little Theodore. So I felt kind of like helpless.
The other two toads liked it.
I guess so. I mean, I'm
was
glad.
worth a bit.
Everyone involved seemed to have fun, and that's what really matters the most at the end of the day.
Sure enough.
And I'm kind of glad that I wasn't allowed to ruin it in that sense. I also got. Did you sense any chagrin? Is that the word? Am I using that right?
What does that mean? What is
When
it
you
supposed
were
to mean?
when
Like
you were doing this,
vitriol, anger.
when you showed up as Sid the Sloth.
Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan's saying like, "Oh, I just did like one embarrassing thing." Like,
No,
there was
okay, that was good,
No,
bro.
there was a handful of like, everyone look at me, look at what I'm doing right now. moments,
I was trying
where I
to
was
create
kinda
fun.
like-
I was trying to create moments for the monk shrooms to react to.
I understand, but we're in Minecraft. You know, it's a video game. There's plenty of things to do.
You guys
I don't
got
know
lo-
if we
You
needed-
guys
I don't know if
got
we needed-
lost like 40 times.
I don't know if we needed Sid the Sloth necessarily
You
to
were
be the one to guide us
you
through
were
that.
saying like every 3 seconds is Theodore like, I need an enrichment, I need engagement. I was simply offering an enrichment by introducing characters.
I mean, it's kind of. I didn't really have much to latch on to.
Now hold
It
on.
said this
Remember
stuff, I feel.
when I was Ban? Everybody loved that.
That's
Why
true.
were you Ban?
She was not Ban. She was Jumbo Josh.
Oh, it was Jumbo Dash.
That's not better.
No, the fact that you couldn't recognize it makes it better because that means she's like not in that loop.
She doesn't even care. She was just. I mean, I couldn't call you out on it. I could definitely recognize you were doing, because you do this a lot, Ryan. I will call you out a little bit. You do this a lot. If you're in any game with any kind of like character model swapping feature, you cannot help yourself. Like every 5 minutes, you're choosing a new character. Every time I see you in like Tower Unite or Gmod, you're always like, oh wait, what about this? And then you just bring out like a new little toy to play with.
I like
And I
pull
can
out my
sense you were
journal.
doing
I
that.
start taking notes.
Are we like modern
Go
day
on.
like Germa and Star where like everyone thinks we're like fighting for real?
Maybe.
When
What
we
if we
do-
just go on a huge hiatus after this?
When we do like the replace Seep stream, am I gonna be like the one who's trying to get like the better Seep?
Yeah, I'm just being real here. I just felt I needed to grill you a little bit just because I didn't have my opportunity. I usually have full opportunity, you know, to speak my mind on you.
Can you say?
Chat, I don't know what's going
You
on.
had
They're like
to-
actually fighting.
You had
right
to
now.
say like 2 nice things about me now to so everyone thinks
Okay.
you don't hate me.
Yeah.
What about Lucy?
Well, Rosa, I mean, I don't. You're not caught in the crossfire here. I mean, you were just kind of, you know. I was just gonna say you were just kind of there. I mean, you were. You didn't.
Does
try to
that
be
mean
super
I
smart.
am?
I
well, you
mean,
were-
I was Pucci the Rock.
You were Bochi the Rock.
I was vomiting everywhere as Pucci the Rock.
Ryan, you have a very creative way of expressing your values in comedy.
This is so normal, and this is so normal and genuine and normal.
I mean, you stick to your principles. You're very passionate about what you think
Uh-huh.
is funny. And I try to be like that. You know, sometimes I don't know if people really respect me. And
Yeah,
sometimes
let's
you just
explore
gotta.
that.
Well, you just gotta thug it out sometimes. You just gotta kind of be yourself, you know. And
Thank you.
Ryan, I think you're also good at drawing cartoons. Yes.
Sorry, I really like this chat comment. I think I have to update who killed Ryan Ribbity to make Seep the culprit.
We're having like this heartfelt moment. This like freshman of Bel Air moment.
I think people don't believe it because I mean, I don't know what can be said. I mean, I think the greatest compliment I could give to Ryan Ribbity is that
Right.
I mean, I've done 85 episodes of this, and I've been here, for every single one.
You have.
And you know something really great I can say about you.
Yeah.
You have very sufficient internet and streaming capabilities. That's something I can't say about myself.
That's true.
Yeah.
Can you call me?
I really mean that.
Can you call me like tall?
Are you tall?
I'm pretty tall.
Yes, she is. I know.
Okay.
I've been there.
Then I said 2 nice things about Rosa and Niall.
What? Why am I involved in this?
Because you need to be. We need to say nice things about Niall now.
No.
I never said mean things about Niall.
Well, you need to say nice
That's
things
not
about him.
true.
Okay, hold on. Say 3 mean things about Niall and 2 nice things about him.
Okay, no,
Okay,
I'm
Niall.
not. I don't want to be involved in this emotional moment you're sharing. This is
now-
your closure.
Now
I don't
say
need closure.
half a mean thing about Rosa and then 29 nice things about Rosa.
Okay. Niall, I do think
It doesn't matter.
one of the scenes in RWBY meets Batman could have used
Just stop.
a little
Just
work.
stop. I can't listen to this. This is terrible. Oh my god. This used to be a podcast at one point.
You count as gun sniffler. We can bring it back. We can bring it back.
We have to do all the bingos. That's the only way we
Yeah,
can
okay,
solve all this. We
hold
have to do every single bingo.
Oh, is that Arlo Slippy in the goo?
Pibby graham crackers.
I wish
What?
they would make a breaker game that's like good, but
Dude, wait, is that Nintendo making a video about the non-binary Madagascar character?
Tommy should tweet about that.
Oh, see, is there some kind of noise you want to make?
Rah! Oh my god.
Oh, that sucks.
I'm
That's the
sorry.
worst one you've ever done. Wow.
I'm so silly. I'm sorry.
Anyone here watch Horny as a Who lately?
no.
No, the movie. Oh my god, Ryan. Who cares? Oh my god.
Ryan, you don't even have to do that one because you already talked about Despicable Me 4.
I can't fight this feeling anymore. I forgot what I started fighting for. Remember that? Remember the monkey sings that?
We've talked about Horton Hears a Who more than we've talked about the non-binary Madagascar character.
New Tommy tweet. What if I just tweeted like, dude? Tommy's account.
What would Tommy tweet about right now?
Oh, wait, no, that means we have to do a 3-hour episode too. There's no way that's happening.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. Is Lou still on the bingo? I had to admit
no.
some. Okay. Maybe Lou will be on the next bingo.
Oh wait,
Whenever that happens.
clean! Okay, that's done.
Alright, is that it? Can we leave now?
Hey, Steve, do you want to start making like TF2 videos? I think we could really like do something.
Yeah, I
What?
say we just stop doing this altogether.
No, you and me.
What?
I think we really could be like modern day German star. I think there's a market that needs to be filled.
Okay, but who's gonna break dance on the video and break your back?
Me, no question.
Yeah, you look like you're the type of one to like break your back.
That's great hearing from my girlfriend.
Yeah, I know. It's okay, dear. I'll help out. Like, not
We're-
break your back. I mean, after you break your back. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, it feels like inevitable you'll do a stunt to like break your back or hurt your back.
Yeah.
Love you, honey.
I love you too.
We're in like the podcast post show right now. Like the podcast ended like 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Can we do a closing number? Like a song to end the
What?
show?
No.
No.
Okay, sure, whatever. Oh,
Okay.
Yoshi baby, how sweet of you for me. But I got the Yoshi float.
That's not what I was thinking. I was thinking
Put
like,
it in the freezer.
Niall,
God.
Niall, you're a fan of this song. Sing along, okay? Welcome to your life.
He
Come on.
left. Where did he act? Wait, Niall, wait, come back, Niall! Well,
Oh
there she
no.
blows.
Well, I guess that's the end of Startcast forever. See y'all in 2 weeks, by the
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Next
I
episode.
would have just us too.
Next episode, we're gonna have Penny Parker and everyone from the Sonic Real Time Fandom on, and Arlo, and we'll probably have Arlo's editor on. Everyone will be on next episode. It'll be great. All right, good night, everyone.
Bye. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming, everybody. Thanks for being here, Niall. I know you're out there somewhere. Looking forward to the next Multiverses update.